What did I just say?
Aye, sir.
What did I just say?
Aye, sir.
Go!
What does it actually take to earn the title of United States Marine? Over the last 7 years, Business Insider has been given rare inside access to one of the most exclusive military training programs in the world, the United States Marine Corps. We followed recruits and officers through the moments that break them, reshape them, and decide who earns the title of Marine. Marines call themselves the few, the proud. The Marine Corps is the smallest U.S. military branch, with about 170,000 active members, compared to about 500,000 in the Army. But unlike other branches, the Marines haven't struggled with recruiting. Since 2019, it has met or exceeded its recruiting goals every year, despite its training being known as the toughest the military has to offer.
I don't want to do this.
At 13 weeks, Marine Boot Camp is the longest among all military branches. This epic video shares all of our Marine Corps coverage, beginning with boot camp in Parris Island, South Carolina.
Louder! Louder! You're not screaming at me! I can't hear you, Metrano!
This is Marine Corps Boot Camp in Parris Island, South Carolina. Before they become United States Marines, all recruits have to graduate from the Marine Corps' 13-week basic training program, which tests them physically and psychologically.
No one feels sorry for you!
It's a pressure cooker for 12 weeks. Under the pressure of an intimidating drill instructor, someone that's putting you under the scrutiny of attention to detail every single day, and to a certain degree, everything you do is never going to be good enough.
Everything at boot camp sucks. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna be painful, but it's only gonna hurt more if you look at it that way.
Around! Around! Around!
It's boot camp, and it's supposed to prepare you for the challenges that lie beyond.
We spent 5 days at Parris Island, where we saw different companies at various stages of training.
You will not run, you will walk. Get on the yellow footprints right now.
Aye, sir!
You will do what you're told to do, when you're told to do it, and without question. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
On day 1 of boot camp, new recruits arrive at the receiving barracks, where they take their first steps toward becoming Marines by walking through these silver hatches, symbolizing the threshold between the outside world and Parris Island.
You will walk through these silver hatches once and never again. Do you understand?
Aye, sir!
Once inside, recruits are processed and assigned to their platoons.
Put it up! Yes, ma'am! I know you were told us to come with your hands down! Put it up in a bun, bun.
After graduation, Marines commit to a minimum of 4 years of service.
Street Master! Aye, sir!
Upon entering the Corps, an entry-level private will earn around $20,000 a year.
Sit down.
Yes, sir!
Recruits are required to make a phone call
Aye, sir!
to a family member or their recruiter to let them know they've arrived.
This is Recruit Hatcher. I've arrived safely at Parris Island. Please do not send any food or bulky items.
They're only allowed to read the script printed for them inside the phone bank.
I will contact you in 7 to 9 days by letter with my new address. Thank you for your support. Goodbye for now.
Yes, sir!
Get in the class.
Aye, sir!
Recruits are given 3 chances to get someone on the line.
Sir, my recruit is not answering, sir.
Call him again.
Not every recruit is able to make a connection.
If there is no answer, hang it up and close it.
Aye, sir.
But they won't have long to dwell on it. The Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island sits on 8,000 acres of the South Carolina Low Country. It's one of 2 enlisted recruit depots in the United States. The other is in San Diego, where only male recruits are trained. Around 20,000 recruits graduate from Parris Island every year before joining the more than 180,000 Marines actively serving today.
We take young men and women from all walks of life, all cultures. Maybe they were rich, maybe they were poor. They've got different religious backgrounds. They are the melting pot of America. And they come here with one common goal, and that's to be a United States Marine.
Parris Island, South Carolina. Here, everyday Americans become Marines, the toughest fighting men in the world.
Male recruits have been trained at Parris Island since 1915. Female recruits began to train there in 1949. Today, females comprise under 25% of recruits at Parris Island, and approximately 8% of the United States Marine Corps, the lowest percentage of any United States military branch. A recruit's day begins before the sun comes up. Their typical wake-up call is 0400 or 4 a.m.
Let's go!
Recruits endure an intense series of physical challenges.
Floor 3. Am I hearing that right? Floor 3.
Yes, sir.
Fail.
Some recruits arrive in better shape than others.
Some never did anything more than sit on a couch, as a couch potato. And some may have been collegiate athletes. So there's a vast spread of what their athletic fitness and ability is.
Aye, sir.
Much of their training happens here, in Leatherneck Square, where a series of intimidating obstacles comprise the confidence course.
I'm tired of watching you freaking fail. You failed this event. Nope, just grab your canteens and go. You failed this event.
May this have one more try, sir.
What did I just say?
Aye, sir.
What did I just say?
Aye, sir.
Go!
Aye, sir.
The training program is progressive in nature. It starts out in a crawl, walk, run approach throughout training. 99.9% of those that get here can complete all those requirements at the end of training, regardless of how they started.
I'm slipping, please. Please help. I don't want to do this. I don't. No, I'm not. Please.
Good Lord, son.
Any recruit with a fear of heights gets the chance to conquer that fear, courtesy of this 47-foot-tall tower. Recruits must rappel down using 2 different methods.
For me, the Rappel Tower was hard because I sort of had a fear of heights.
Grab below my right hand with your right hand.
You have to trust the rope. So there's nothing to be worried about. You'll be safe all the time.
Can you please help me?
I'm trying to help you, son.
I don't want to go down.
Recruits with a phobia of heights have little choice but to face their fear. One of the most dreaded parts of training is the gas chamber.
Crush, 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 crush.
Where recruits are exposed to CS gas, more commonly known as tear gas. Once the recruits enter the chamber, they break the seals of their gas masks.
You go in, you feel it, instantly hit your skin, you just feel burning.
Say something to me now!
Feels like those few minutes felt like an hour.
After around 5 minutes, the recruits are free. But the pain endures.
Definitely you thank God for fresh air. It's really nice to be able to breathe in and not feel an instant burning sensation.
Gas chamber is important because it builds confidence. Confidence in the gear, confidence in the drill instructors, and then confidence in themselves.
Now, start walking!
Recruits are trained in different styles of hand-to-hand combat.
First thing we want to see is that straight thrust, you understand? Yes, sir. That bust thrust, come on, sir. Aye, sir.
A key aspect of their martial arts training is fighting with Pugil sticks.
You killed that opponent, you understand?
The Pugil stick techniques are intended to mirror those used in combat while using a bayonet.
Here in the Marine Corps, we have a kind of a little ditty that means red is dead. So that red side is supposed to emulate the actual knife portion of the actual bayonet mounted on the weapon. So anything that you strike with that red tip, 9 times out of 10 are either going to be incapacitated or laid to rest. Honestly, it gives them an opportunity to blow off a little steam. They have a lot of pent-up aggression, especially towards maybe their drill instructors. They're out there, they're actually doing what they feel like they signed up to do, which is learn how to combat the enemy.
Recruits also practice with actual bayonets.
Fight back!
And engage in other types of hand-to-hand combat.
Grab the muzzle!
Although male and female recruits do intersect during training, platoons are separated by gender. And although the recruit depot has experimented with integration before, the Marine Corps is the only military branch that separates male and female recruits during basic training.
Yes, sir!
Ready, one.
According to the Corps, every Marine is first and foremost a rifleman. Recruits spend the bulk of 2 weeks devoted to marksmanship, the first of which sees few shots actually fired.
First off is the fundamentals. They have to understand how to aim. They have to understand exactly how to breathe when they're taking that shot. They have to understand exactly how to squeeze the trigger and how to have follow-through and recovery with a rifle.
Combat operations is the foundation for every single Marine, regardless of what your occupation is. What it is to sit behind a rifle, look down that barrel, and be able to put lead on target.
You are going to swim until you pass that ladder!
The Marine Corps is defined as an amphibious warfare force. Therefore, swimming plays a key role in training.
If you see another recruit up there and there's more than 5, you're going to win! You're making me lose my mind!
During swim week, recruits go through numerous exercises in the pool while wearing their camouflage uniforms. But training at Parris Island isn't all physical. Recruits also spend long hours in the classroom. But what may seem like downtime can end at any moment. When a drill instructor decides to order an impromptu cardio session at Parris Island, it's what's known as getting slayed.
It's an experience. You realize the thing you've done to get in a sand pit, and then you realize, okay, that hurt, so let's not do that again.
Physically it hurts, but me personally, I never worried about the pain I was feeling in my body. It was more thinking about the mistake I made and how I need to correct it the next time.
So there's going to be some chaos, because when they come here, we want to tear them down a little bit, and then we want to bring them back up into the mold of what it is to be a United States Marine.
Recruit training culminates in an event known as the Crucible. Over the course of 54 hours, with minimal sleep and food, recruits must endure realistic combat scenarios. The sounds of gunfire and shelling are played over loudspeakers mounted in the training area. Recruits are forced to work together to overcome obstacles and achieve objectives that require problem solving and strategy.
You gotta start all over.
Yes, sir!
This is what we saw on the second day. The recruits had become exhausted and irritable.
Catch us ready! Ready! Jumping! Jump away!
Just jump. Jump.
You're not even jumping!
Yes, sir!
You're just falling down!
Yes, sir!
You know, you go through a really rough time. You start thinking, man, like, it's hot, I'm thirsty, my arms haven't felt this bad in my whole life.
We're halfway there, come on.
You just keep looking at the person to the left and right, and you're like, well, he's doing it, I gotta keep going. Like, I'm not gonna let him do it on his own.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
So there's no reason not to push.
Once the Crucible is complete, these recruits officially become Marines. The day before graduation, friends and family see their new Marines for the first time in more than 3 months.
Families that come down for graduation day that haven't seen their son or daughter in about 3 months immediately notice not only a physical but an intangible difference. When they walk across that parade deck on training day 70 and they graduate, they're no longer recruits, they're Marines.
Meanwhile, in the barracks of Lima Company,
I'm talking to you.
Aye, sir.
All these riddles right there?
Aye, sir.
All that trash out.
Aye, sir.
brand new recruits diligently square away their racks before being warmly welcomed by their senior drill instructor.
Sit up straight and look at me. Our mission is to train each one of you to become a United States Marine. Discipline and spirit are the hallmarks of a Marine. We will give every effort to train you, even after some of you have given up on yourself. Starting now, you will treat me and all other Marines with the highest respect. Physical or verbal abuse by any Marine or recruit will not be tolerated. My drill sergeant and I will be with you every day. Everywhere you go, you must give 100% of yourself at all times. Above all else, never quit or give up. We offer you the challenge of recruit training and the opportunity to earn the title United States Marine. Yes, sir!
We only got a small taste of the Crucible on our first trip, so we wanted to see more. We went back to Parris Island in 2021 to truly go inside the 54-hour gauntlet that all Marines must survive.
Ah, my leg! Ah!
This Marine Corps recruit isn't actually injured.
My leg! Ah!
He's playing the role of a wounded Marine during a simulated casualty evacuation.
All of you draw faster now!
Aye, sir!
And his fellow recruits have to drag him, inch by inch, to safety.
It's not a comfortable thing to carry someone on your back and drag them through the mud.
No!
You sweat more in training, so you bleed less in combat.
It's part of their final test at boot camp, known as the Crucible. A 54-hour event that all recruits must complete.
Fox, you're breaking down! Aye, sir!
Insiders spent 4 days at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island, South Carolina, to chronicle one company taking on the challenge, the last step before officially becoming Marines.
Company! Attention!
The Crucible occurs in week 11 of the Marine Corps' 13-week boot camp.
Aye, sir!
The day before, recruits from the gender-integrated hotel company assemble in front of their barracks for a briefing. Although female recruits have trained at Parris Island since 1949, gender-integrated companies didn't emerge until 2019. As of January 2021, this group of recruits was the most gender-diverse company of enlisted recruits in the history of the Marine Corps. And among those in hotel company are a brother and sister from Georgia, 21-year-old Lázaro Cisneros and his 19-year-old sister, Myra.
My sister and me are here doing the Crucible together. We're in the same company. We usually don't see each other often, but we always get like a glimpse of each other.
It's actually motivating, just being able to see him be there. I know that there's somebody here that knows me. He's going through this with me. He knows the pain I'm going through.
At 0200 or 2 a.m., it's lights on in the squad bays of Hotel Company.
Hit it, gun.
Isaac! Lights! Get on now! 1, 2, 3, 55! 56!
We had to rush, very stressful, thinking about how the day was going to go.
Recruits don their desert utility uniforms, known as desert camis.
Fold the first sheet with you and your rack mate now.
They square away their racks and ready their gear, which weighs about 50 pounds. While some recruits may be smiling now, they won't be for long. After one final trip to the head, the recruits form up outside to officially begin the Crucible.
We all understand what that means, right?
Yes, sir!
You should probably scream a lot louder.
Yes, sir!
Their first task, a long hike in the cold darkness.
Yes, sir!
Approximately 6 miles in length, so nothing too arduous for the beginning, but just enough that they understand, like, hey, you're on your own. We're not getting you bussed out there. You're gonna walk out there just like you're gonna walk back.
Yes, sir.
Morning, sir.
554, so everyone get a count for your own team.
When the sun comes up, the events of day one begin.
Corporal Dunham immediately alerted his fellow Marines to the threat.
Each Crucible event is inspired by an actual occurrence in Marine Corps history.
Corporal Dunham covered the grenade with his helmet and body.
And before the event begins, the squad leader educates the group on its historical significance.
He saved the lives of at least 2 fellow Marines. All gear should be on. You are facing forward. Light it up. 2 columns. Pick it up.
This group begins with an enhanced obstacle course.
I don't know why you're smiling when you're struggling with a simple obstacle.
Hi, sir.
Huh?
Get on the bar.
So the obstacle course is out there. They've seen it all before. It's just now we're adding a couple of more factors in there to make it more difficult.
Now they also need to safely transport 35-pound ammo cans across the course.
All right, got it.
When recruits fail to negotiate the obstacle,
15 burpees. Let's go.
their drill instructor orders them to do burpees.
12.
9.
And they're punished as a group. Although this recruit was able to conquer the obstacle, her fellow recruits were not.
All of you get down, 15 burpees.
I'm in.
So she had to pay alongside them.
2.
I don't got no good.
Go.
Yeah, go.
Grab onto the damn
Hold the bar.
Wow. Look, it's not that hard, correct?
I said. Yes, sir. She said. I'm just gonna think about all good stuff right now. Fruit punch, Pepsi, Miami, Sunny. Yeah, we got some sun, but no heat. That's crazy.
Only 6 hours into the Crucible, and tensions are starting to flare.
Yeah, you're still doing the same thing.
Sir.
Yo, you want to freaking roll your eyes at me?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
'Cause I literally just saw you do that.
No, sir.
So a lot of times they could get frustrated because they're cold, they're uncomfortable.
You trying to embarrass me now? No, sir. You got an attitude problem? No, sir. Execute the daggum training. Yes, sir.
That's a very common thing that we see. Oftentimes the recruits just correct themselves though, because at this point, they already know what's right and what's wrong.
Fortunately, they'll soon have a chance to blow off steam when they step inside a structure known as the Octagon.
I want to see some viciousness and some intensity, do you understand?
First,
Get her in the face!
recruits fight each other with Pugil sticks.
They're tired, they're hungry, and now we're pitting them against each other. At some point, you are going to be face to face with somebody through all these conditions, and you're still going to have to be aggressive enough to win.
Penalty box. Arthur, get out. Arthur!
The winner of the bout runs through a hatch below a sign that says Devil Dogs.
Winner, loser, get out. Iron.
The loser reports to the penalty box,
Embarrassing.
where they perform a series of planks and other exercises intended to motivate them to avoid returning there.
Get out, go away.
And they soon get a chance to redeem themselves. All recruits face off again in one-on-one body sparring.
I think this is a way to just kind of keep them on their toes and keep them cognizant of their actions or the other person's actions.
Recruits are only allowed to strike the body, with no punches allowed above the neck. But stray punches do sometimes land.
All right, now I gotta throw all this gear away.
And injuries can occur.
All right, what company is this?
Hotel company, sir.
Hotel company?
Yes, sir.
There's a saying in the Corps that every Marine is first and foremost a rifleman. Recruits spend 2 weeks devoted to marksmanship during boot camp.
Good to go?
Yes, sir.
During the Crucible, recruits combine the skills they've learned on the firing range with movement in a simulated squad attack.
All right, so first, it's gonna be cover and move.
I see.
All right? And then automatically you're going to movement under fire, right? If people are shooting at you, you're automatically gonna go to the prone, right? You're not gonna give yourself that easy target, right?
Yes, sir.
The squads move together through a wooded area before they reach the entrance to the range.
So you're gonna stay tight to this tree line, you're gonna run to that white tree. Go. Go, 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 go. Go right here.
That's it. Rolling. Move.
Recruits fire blank rounds during the event, which simulates providing cover for their fellow recruits while they advance.
You're gonna combat glide to that berm. Stay alive.
By now, these recruits have worked up an appetite.
What is that? It's supposed to be Santa Fe rice and beans, but I literally don't taste the rice.
They're used to going to the chow hall, getting 3 square meals a day. Now they're going to be receiving essentially field rations, right? Our meals ready to eat MREs.
These are spicy. It's jalapeno. I know they're jalapeno.
Typically, a single MRE counts as 1 meal. For the Crucible, recruits have to ration 5 MREs over the course of the event.
Dude, don't put a lot of water in it, and you mix it up just right. It's like pudding. It's the best pudding you will ever taste in your life. That pudding right there is like...
There are no naps during the Crucible. During breaks for chow, recruits are tasked with posting security. Over the course of the 54-hour event, recruits sleep only 3 to 4 hours a night.
Yes, sir.
And this is where it happens, in structures known as sea huts.
Let's go.
How tired are you right now?
For now, I have like good energy left to complete the day. I've been trying to ration my food and been trying to keep a steady mind. 3 more days before becoming Marine.
For Lazaro, his day comes to a close with one of the most intense events of the Crucible.
Let's go, you gotta save his life.
Aye, sir.
He's bleeding out and dying.
A simulated casualty evacuation in a combat scenario.
Aye,
It only
sir.
takes 40 seconds to bleed out. Listen to him.
Aye,
You're
sir.
freaking out. You're not making the right choices.
Aye, sir.
No choice is still a choice.
Aye,
You're just
sir.
standing there looking at me confused.
Aye,
He's
sir.
already bleeding out. You just helped him slow the bleeding.
Aye, sir.
You're being too slow.
Aye,
You're
sir.
not communicating. Where are you even going? You came from this direction.
Aye, sir.
Fox, you're breaking down.
Aye, sir.
Now I know that if you ever need to help anybody, you can't even help. You can't do anything.
Aye, sir.
Because he's not okay, because
Aye,
half
sir.
his leg just got blown off.
Aye, sir.
And he's got a tourniquet on. And
Aye,
he's
sir.
squared. And he doesn't know what's happening. Your lives are in your hands, Fox.
You'll be all right, bud. We got you. Let's go. It's just yours. Let's go.
I've been learning a lot lately. Combat training, combat care. this recruit noticed that he still has a lot to learn.
Meanwhile, Myra attempts to negotiate one of the most intimidating obstacles on Parris Island, the 30-foot-tall Stairway to Heaven.
Ready, step, together.
Which all recruits must attempt without any safety equipment.
Ready, step, together.
I joined the Marine Corps with my older brother because of financial need. I was going to college, I needed the money, and the career I want to follow is pediatrician, so obviously I have to go to medical school for that. And I obviously thought, well, I need the money. And so I went to the recruiting station and I told them in the phone call, I have a brother, do you remember him? And they asked me to bring him over, so we went both together. They just convinced us and we joined.
It turns out that having a sibling in training at Parris Island isn't that uncommon. We met another pair of siblings in hotel company.
The relationship has grown stronger because at home we kind of just separated. We only played Xbox together from across the hall.
Until we came here. We knew each other, but we didn't really talk every single day like we have been for the past 3 months.
It's a pretty great feeling because whenever you think that you can't turn to someone, you can always just turn to your actual blood brother.
They're in the rear, right? Yes, ma'am.
Tonight I'm going to basically pray a little bit for strength.
As the sun sets on day one of the Crucible, these recruits are in for a long night and an even longer day ahead. Simulated casualties play a big part in one of the most challenging Crucible events. The Battle of Hue City, named after one of the bloodiest battles of Vietnam, where an estimated 10,000 people died, including more than 100 Marines. Loudspeakers play sounds of gunfire and explosions to create a more realistic combat environment, along with simulated mortar explosions that occur when a spark plug ignites a combination of propane and oxygen, triggered by the push of this button. The goal of the event is for each fire team to maneuver across the area with all casualties and gear intact.
Hey, squad leader. Aye, sir. Yeah, he just got shot in the right shoulder. Can you turn around? Aye, sir.
Drill instructors designate recruits as casualties if they fail to conceal themselves during their approach. It's the responsibility of the still healthy recruits to transport the casualties. Recruits must climb over walls, crawl through sand,
Get him to the wire now.
and barbed wire,
Get the casualty off.
Get the casualty.
He's bleeding out.
all while slowly moving the casualties.
I need assistance out.
Embrace the suck couldn't have been more true here. Once you embrace the suck and you look to your left and your right and you see the guys next to you doing it, it just makes you want to push even harder. And some of them will crack a smile and then you'll crack a smile. And it just keeps you going, sir.
McDonald! Aye, sir! He's bleeding out! Aye, sir!
Recruits who stay healthy and who don't have to tend to casualties are free to negotiate the course, as long as they don't do anything that catches their drill instructor's attention. The event gets even more grueling in the rain, which is where we found Myra and her squad. Thanks to a passing storm, what began as dirt quickly turned to mud.
My hip is starting to hurt and I had trouble keeping the weapon off the sand, so it was really hard this morning.
The recruits move into the woods
Jumping! Jump away!
to navigate a series of obstacles as a team,
Aye, sir!
which, in the rain, made things trickier for Lazaro and his squad.
It has been very exciting, pushing through since like the beginning of boot camp to the end, and happy to be here with my sister, having a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
I've seen a lot of improvement in myself. I try to work on myself more than just physical.
Recruits are invited to share their personal stories in sessions called Core Values.
I've been pushing myself as much as I can, everywhere I can. And while I had the smarts for college, I never had the motivation. But somehow the Marines is the one thing I always have motivation for.
You know that one thing that everybody says that helps push them through? That's my mom, and that's my dad. He passed away 2 years ago, and it's been hard on her. So it's kind of hitting home that I'm here. But I can't wait to call her and be like, yo, Mom, finally did it.
I feel like I found a part of myself that I didn't have before, and I never really fit in anywhere else.
As day 2 winds down, all that stands between these recruits and officially becoming Marines is a 9-mile hike back to the parade deck. For Hotel Company, the Crucible has come to an end. But one last step remains. Each recruit receives their Eagle, Globe, and Anchor emblem, symbolizing that they have officially become United States Marines.
For the recruits, it's what they've been battling for these past 12 weeks, and a lot of times it's what they've wanted ever since they were a child. It is absolutely amazing to see these men and women who have fought so hard for what they want, and to finally see them achieving it.
We started this together. We were going to end this together.
What did that feel like when you put that in your hand?
It felt like hope, a new future for our family.
Are you proud of her?
Yes, she has accomplished, maybe surpassed me. I'm her older brother, so I see she has grown to become a very strong woman and Marine.
Are you guys hungry?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
How excited are you for this breakfast?
Oh, very, sir. Very excited.
While the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor ceremony is the most anticipated moment of boot camp, the Warriors' breakfast may be a close second.
They're so happy to be indoors at that point, and they get steak and eggs. To them, it's probably the closest thing to a home-cooked meal they could get while they're here. They're incredibly happy.
Marines can't be made without their drill instructors, the ones who train and lead them in boot camp. But how are the drill instructors trained? These
If I say one,
are Marine Corps drill instructors conducting a pickup of new recruits in boot camp. But before they get there,
get down right now. Leave them where they're at.
it all starts here
Get on line right now. Get on line.
at Drill Instructor School at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island, South Carolina.
Listen.
Stop overthinking. We've been in school for too long for you to be messing up these simple things.
Insiders spent 3 days with a class of students in week 6 of their 9-week training.
As you work. As you work.
Drill instructors are the front-facing element of the Marine Corps to those new recruits that are joining the organization. We make it abundantly clear to them that at the end of the day, they're setting the example for the future of the Marine Corps.
You will be turned over to a team of drill instructors who will train you for the next 12 weeks.
A Marine Corps drill instructor is a non-commissioned officer responsible for training recruits from the moment they step on the yellow footprints at boot camp to the moment they officially become Marines 13 weeks later.
Golf company! Golf company!
The base pay for a drill instructor is about $30,000 a year, with opportunities for extra pay.
Do you understand? Yes, sir! Fight it! At close interval! Fight it!
This class has 75 students, including 12 females, one of whom ranks as class commander.
Being in this institution where the female rate is low, nothing is just given to you just because you're a female. You have to work 10 times more than probably a male Marine.
What made you decide to become a drill instructor?
It all goes back to boot camp. From recruit training, I told myself I wanted to come back to Parris Island. I wanted to change people's life. I wanted to give back to the Marine Corps and make Marines.
What are we here to do? Make Marines, right? Yes, sir.
Our curriculum is 540 academic training hours packed into 57 training days, about 10 hours of training a day. They come from all walks of life across the Marine Corps. Some of them are very young and junior, beginning their second enlistment, and other ones are more senior and have maybe seen combat. There's a whole breadth of experience, talent, and skill that shows up.
You little scumbag! You will learn.
Movies like Full Metal Jacket have created a perception of Marine Corps drill instructors that the school is trying to change.
I think the general stereotype of what a drill instructor is just this uncompromising, foreboding disciplinarian that lords over a recruit.
Sir, no, sir!
But the stereotype isn't just based on pop culture. The Marine Corps has confronted multiple reports of abusive treatment by drill instructors for years, something the school says it acknowledges and addresses directly with students in its curriculum.
A true drill instructor will have the respect of the recruits.
We all understand these concepts, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can be, stern with them, strict, because we got a job to do here, but at the end of the day, we're here to take care of you.
Can we handle that?
Yes, sir.
My EDI, she was the role model I wanted to follow. I told myself I wanted to be like her.
Yes, sir. So today we're going to be going on an overview of the specific allegations of abuse.
Students review cases of past drill instructors who were found guilty of abusing recruits.
Kick them and force them to drink water until they vomited. You're not going to be that drill instructor. What happened in the past does not have to happen in the future. And you, as future Marine Corps drill instructors, you make the future. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Keep it smooth.
One of the most important responsibilities as a drill instructor is in the name: leading drill.
It's time to perform. The grind don't start once you get out in the regiment. It starts now.
Drill instructors teach recruits how to march in step, perfectly spacing themselves apart and executing precise turns as a group.
Do it again! I go, sir!
So in training, they're expected to do everything a recruit is required to do.
Inspection!
With perfection.
Hands up! 1, 2, 3, 2!
This job is incredibly physical for them. They are on their feet for as much as 14 to 16 hours, and the drill instructor has to have the physicality to develop the recruits throughout the training day.
Even when you think you're tired, you need to keep pushing because you're in front of recruits. If you're tired, don't let it show off because they're looking up to you. You're that role model that they want to emulate in the future.
Left over, right! Ready? Move!
Students don't just train their bodies, they also train their voices.
Steady manual! Noted! Eye drill master!
Eye drill master! Eyes! Right! Pose! March! Pose and extend the line as you work.
The voice is the number one tool. We have to have it.
Get beside start part for you.
So on average, you have around 70 to 90 recruits that you are instructing with 3 to 4 drill instructors.
You're not screaming least.
You make a correction on a recruit, yell it out, and then if that recruit hears, every single recruit hears.
How many paces from crack to crack? 3 paces, right?
Even the most cordial commands are delivered at a high volume.
Take your time. There's no rush.
I like the first squad.
Calm down.
Ready? Move.
They tell us to use our diaphragm, not to use your throat, because that's how you get the froggy voice.
We don't want to scream 96. No, that's on you up your mouth too. Yeah, you're part of these series. These series. These series.
So at night, I drink tea with honey, and sometimes I put lemon, and that actually helps get my voice back the next morning.
I know we screamed the answer to that.
And this tool gets plenty of practice.
That's what. That's what.
The place where the drill instructor will spend the most time with their recruits is in the squad bay. For this exercise, students are practicing BDR, or Basic Daily Routine Protocols, where recruits prepare for bed after a long day of training. 3 students are chosen to take the role of drill instructor, while the rest of the students act as recruits. Half of the platoon prepares and cleans their racks, while the other half goes to the head for hygiene protocols.
Toothpaste on the toothbrush. Toothpaste on the toothbrush. Towel on the hook. Towel on the hook.
They're going to be responsible for the livelihood and the welfare as many as 80 to 90 young adults, many of which don't necessarily understand the tenets of basic hygiene.
Yes, sir. You're looking for ingrown toenails, you're looking for blisters, you're looking for cellulitis. There could be a recruit who has a broken toe or who has a sprained ankle and is bruised, but he doesn't want to say it because he's scared to get dropped in the exam. Yes,
Everyone comes from different places in the world. Some of them never had a big brother or big sister. Some of them never had a good mother or good father figure. And that's what we really are for the first time. And they look at us like that, and I say everything that we do is set that example.
What are some reasons that Marines do get married? Somebody stand up and come.
Sorry, one of the reasons Marines may get married is because they just feel that they're at that level of commitment.
Leadership training in the classroom prepares students for conversations with recruits making the transition into adulthood.
Sometimes Marines get married just to get out of the barracks or just for BAH purposes.
Good, sit down.
There's a lot of important aspects that we teach here besides, drill and physical fitness, but inside we teach a lot of core values.
We don't really have a good way to measure our moral and our mental strength, right? Those characteristics and those fibers that really make up who we are, okay?
The school administers mental health screenings for students and gives them an assessment of their perceived strengths and weaknesses.
It's about being proactive, trying to be able to look at identifying these things earlier.
We overestimate our abilities or we underestimate our abilities.
Inherent to that new role of being a drill instructor and training, drill instructor school, there's some unique stressors that happen regarding that. And we're trying to understand both personally and professionally what we can do to set them up for success.
So what you're telling me now is you have no attention to detail at all.
As the end of training nears, students report to the parade deck for a strict uniform inspection.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 visible IPs right here.
Any mistake, like a strand of fabric hanging off a uniform known as an IP, is critiqued.
Hey, bro, wait for the ribbons. Aye, Staff Sergeant. Aye, Staff Sergeant. Dirty boss. Aye, Staff Sergeant.
How did that feel? Aye, Staff Sergeant. Yeah, because you still don't freaking. You tell me that you have it and you don't.
Aye, Staff Sergeant. Put it on.
Aye, Staff Sergeant.
Even the class commander had issues with her uniform.
Flyaways in the hair. Double crease and chargers. Double crease, double crease.
Aye, Staff Sergeant.
Ready, stop.
The finishing touch for a drill instructor uniform is the campaign cover, which students receive upon graduation from drill instructor school. After graduation, new drill instructors commit to a 3-year tour working with recruits in boot camp.
Receiving special recognition for superior achievement in physical excellence is Sergeant Arambula from 3rd MEF Information Group.
It feels amazing to wear the cover and finally walk across that stage. I want to make sure once I get to my company that I make an impact on every single recruit. That's my main aspiration. I want to show up and give 100% at all times to those recruits and be that example, because I want to lead from the front.
We spent a lot of time with future enlisted Marines. We started to wonder, what about the officers who will command them? We traveled to the basic school in Quantico, Virginia, where all future Marine Corps officers learn leadership lessons by playing the roles of the Marines they will be commanding in the fleet.
Move, move, move! Give me two, give me two!
These Marine Corps officers are training in a simulated combat scenario. It's the culminating event of the basic school.
Succeed or not! Succeed or not! Succeed or not!
As the Marine Corps' presence grows in the Indo-Pacific theater, where tension with China builds, and in the Middle East, where U.S. and allied forces battle Houthi rebels, the stakes for these new officers couldn't be higher. They're charged with making decisions that could make the difference between life and death. But at the basic school, these future leaders step into the shoes of the Marines they will be commanding, performing their roles in realistic combat exercises.
It's critical to understand what you're asking your Marines to do, from a standpoint that you actually know what you're doing, what you're trying to ask to be accomplished.
We spent 5 days inside the basic school, observing 5 different companies at various stages of training, all working toward the same goal, becoming leaders of Marines. Training happens here, at Marine Corps Base Quantico in Virginia, about 40 miles from Washington, a more than 55,000-acre installation where Marines have trained for over a century.
They call it the core of the Corps. Here, every new Marine officer receives 1,100 hours of classroom and field instruction during a rigorous 26-week program. The official name of this Marine Corps institution is simply the Basic School.
Today, about 1,700 officers graduate from the school every year before officially joining the fleet.
The Basic School is the entry-level training program for all officers that come through the Marine Corps, whether they come from the commissioning source of Officer Candidate School, the Naval Academy, ROTC, or even the warrant officers in the Marine Corps all come through the Basic School.
But the Basic School doesn't just train U.S. Marine officers. It also hosts members of foreign military partners.
Having international officers here is so critical. To be perfectly clear, we may find ourselves serving with them.
I'm from the Bahamas. I represent the Royal Bahamas Defense Force.
How do you feel about getting the opportunity to come to TBS?
I feel it's a great opportunity, especially for internationals. It builds international relations and you also get to meet new people.
How do you like this weather?
The weather it takes some getting used to. As you can see, I'm fully clothed.
Good. On the Polypro, we have all that stuff.
On a frigid day in December, Davis and his fellow members of Bravo Company pick up the clothing and equipment they'll need for training.
All right, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, okay? So please pay attention. So what we're going to do is you're going to get your Gore-Tex top and bottom. You get 2 sleeping bags. You get 2 of them. Next, you're going to grab a gold compression bag. You're going to stuff it. Will be. All right, you're going to wagon wheel from the back side all the way around, please. Hey, sir. Hey, come on, let's go. Anything breaks, don't throw nothing away. Then you have to pay for it. All right, you're going to sign and date your IMR, please. And I'm going to collect those. And I just want to say thank you all. I appreciate each and every one of you for what you do, okay? All right, all right.
Next thing is going to be your parka, your Apex parka, aka your Gore-Tex. Next up, we got our waffle tops and bottoms. It should have one of each, one top, one bottom. All right, next is going to be your camp stool. Hold out your camp stool.
I think getting right back into it's going to be a good thing for all of us coming from OCS. Most of us were coming off OCS, not with injuries, but most of us were pretty broken, like pretty tired. So it was good to have that week off with Thanksgiving, but it's good to keep that momentum going. I didn't want to sit in an office for 6 months and then come back and then lose all that momentum that we've built. So I'm not looking forward to the cold, but I mean, I think being surrounded by everybody, just getting through the suck together, I think is going to be what essentially builds our camaraderie, and it's going to help us get through it. So
Next up is going to be your neck gaiter.
What about the Marine Corps made you want to sign up?
My grandfather was a Marine, and that really meant a lot to me growing up. I had never really considered another branch ever. And so you look around and you see Marines, and the camaraderie is much more impressive than I've seen anywhere else.
Is your grandfather still with us?
No.
He's not?
No.
Did you ever talk to him about how you wanted to pursue this?
No, I didn't, but it was always in the back of my mind, so I just had to go for it, and here I am.
He was really your inspiration.
Absolutely.
Next up's going to be your gold sleeping bag.
How are you feeling about the physical fitness test tomorrow?
It's nothing I haven't done before, so I'm ready for it, but it's gonna be cold, but that's about the only difference.
The next morning, in below freezing temperatures, Bravo Company arrives for its initial physical fitness test, which is made up of 3 parts. First, pull-ups.
The first event here is going to be your pull-up event. This is not a timed event. The intent is to execute a vertical, dead hang pull-up. The intent is to avoid a pendulum-like motion that enhances the ability to execute the pull-up.
The Marines perform as many pull-ups as they can. The minimum standard varies by height, weight, and gender. According to the Marine Corps, pull-ups and push-ups are essential to building the upper body strength necessary to win battles.
How did the pull-ups go for you?
Pretty well. I was a little bit better recovered after OCS, so I got some more rest in, and they went better than I was even hoping. So.
How's the weather?
Good, actually. I'm from the north, so it's not too far off.
3, 4, 5.
It was pretty easy for me. Not hard. As you can see, I have a small frame, so it wasn't too bad.
9, 10.
The bar was a bit colder, so it was a bit more difficult, but it went pretty well.
16.
I got 20.
Feel good about that?
Absolutely. The sergeant told me I went a little too high on the pull-ups, going chest high instead of just the chin. So probably could have hit 23, but gotta get good form over the number.
How are you liking this weather?
Love it. Love it.
The plank should be conducted as follows. Elbows should be bent and lowered to the ground so that the forearms are lying flat on the ground with the body in a straight line, similar to a push-up position.
Next, the Marines must perform a 2-minute plank.
Elbows should be aligned below the shoulders with forearms parallel to the body.
Planking, it's usually pretty mental after the first minute, so you just kind of push through the rest, just get that max.
How are you feeling about the run?
Good. I know it's going to go well. I mean, once you go uphill, it's downhill, so just kind of take that in stride.
This is going to be your 3-mile run portion of your PFT. This is a timed event.
Finally, a 3-mile run.
Do I have any questions?
Ready? Go!
Men have 28 minutes to complete the run. Women have 31 minutes. Padron, Prendergast, and Davis all finished the run in time. In fact, every member of Bravo Company passed the PFT. But this was the last we'd see of Bravo Company, the newest class of Marine Corps officers in training at the basic school.
Proficiency is acquired in all weapons and explosives available to the rifle platoon in combat today. The platoon commander must have a working knowledge of the characteristics and capabilities of all weapons available to the infantry battalion and how to employ them, day or night.
Ceasefire! Reload. Weapons on safe. Let them hang. About face.
As the saying goes, every Marine is first and foremost a rifleman. At the basic school, 2 weeks are spent learning to handle and shoot firearms. Alpha Company is in week 8 of training.
All the Marines are trained on the M16 service rifle, which has been around for quite a bit of time, but it's the standard weapon system that every Marine utilizes when they get out to the fleet.
So I'm currently checking all the bores to make sure that there's no instruction around the rifling that could cause an instruction and further on maybe cause an explosion.
Stand by! Contact!
Before they fire live rounds, the Marines practice moving
Slow it down, look to your left, look to your right.
and shooting without ammunition.
So go ahead, lock your butts to the rear. Once I say click, go ahead and conduct the speed reload, all right? Click!
Is what they're doing today something that the Marines in the basic school look forward to?
It is definitely something that they look forward to. This is the first time with hands-on a weapon system, putting rounds down range and practicing those skills.
Contact! You guys are good? You guys are comfortable with dry runs? Yeah. All right, go ahead. Go to Sergeant Prosky at the red ammo table.
Hey, here's 2 more. Almost a third of the way there.
Hey, grab those ammo tables.
My hat, not my hat.
They carry a standard 6 magazines on them, the number of rounds that they'll be shooting. I'd probably put it somewhere around, probably close to 100, maybe 150 rounds.
Face down range. Contact!
How is success sort of measured here today?
So success is measured by specifically how they score, whether rounds hit on the paper. Headshots are basically shots that are in the lethality area, so chest shots and face shots. Shots that are at the oblique could cause someone to stop moving, but wouldn't necessarily be lethally or incapacitating shots.
Make sure you're fluid. Don't think too much about shooting today. Just focus on the basics. Focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, okay?
Every Marine may be first and foremost a rifleman, but they're also trained to fire pistols. Specifically, the Sig Sauer M18.
So here we're looking at their target for pistol and pistol alone. Here in the center, all this counts as a 10 inside what we call is the bowling pin. The bowling pin is all this area inside here, which is mostly what everyone wants to try to score to get the most maximum points.
Bowling.
This is all the 10 area. After this, we do have the 8 ring. All shots in here counted as 8, and then so on and so forth. So here is 6 after the 6th ring. And then anything on the body is 4. Anything outside, basically off the body here, is considered a miss. They have to at least hit the body in one of the drills in order to get some type of score. Anywhere between 264 to 323, you're considered a marksman. A 324 to 363 out of 400, you are a sharpshooter. And then for expert is 364 between 400. Most of these lieutenants look forward to basically trying to get expert because they for some reason, they worry more about their little pistol badge than their rifle badge.
Why is it essential for officers to have this kind of a skill?
It helps a ton with your credibility, and it's hard to lead people if you don't know what they've been through and you haven't experienced those things. So coming out here, getting in good sets and reps is going to help you better be able to lead and plan, even though you may not be executing those things in the future.
Well, why the Marines? You know, you could have chosen any other.
Before joining the Marines, Second Lieutenant House graduated from the University of Notre Dame, where he performed as the school's mascot, the Leprechaun.
So yeah, why the Marines specifically?
Well, sir, just in the Marine fashion, they got there first. The first recruiter to contact me and talk to me was a Marine recruiter. Came in there, saw everything on the walls. I was a wrestler. They had a poster of some wrestlers up, and they told me it was going to be tough. You know, they didn't tell me it was going to be easy or it was going to be a scholarship. They almost dissuaded me from doing it, and that just makes you want to go all the more, see how far you can go and push yourself.
Unlike every other U.S. military branch but the Space Force, the Marine Corps is succeeding in recruitment. It outperformed its goals in 2023.
What attracts people to the Marine Corps? They're sold on all the things that our recruiters lay out for them, the travel and the camaraderie and the friendship. And if the nation calls, and it likely will, that they are trained properly to go out and do the nation's bidding.
Officers compose about 12% of the Marine Corps, and with over 30,000 newly enlisted Marines, the basic school is where officers learn to command them.
The role of a Marine Corps officer is to lead his or her platoon to accomplish a mission, and they're underpinned by 3 critical skills: a student's ability to do tactical planning, a student's ability to deliver a combat order, and then their ability to execute it. That's what kind of provides the framework.
Takes it on deck! Carry on.
Colonel Reginald McClam serves as the basic school's commanding officer. A combat veteran with deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan, he graduated from the school in 1998.
At the end of the day, you have the enormous responsibility and obligation to create an environment where they can thrive every day, and you can take their freaking talents and turn it into lethality against an adversary.
All Marine Corps officers are required to have a bachelor's degree. Upon joining the fleet, a second lieutenant's starting monthly salary is about 90% higher than an enlisted private's. And these new officers are charged with leading and giving orders to Marines who are older and more experienced.
The enlisted Marines, they do things, hard skill sets. Officers lead them and guide them and manage them in doing those things. There is definitely a manager and team leader aspect, but it's really about how do you create an environment for your subordinates to be successful.
And when you do this well with your Marines, they will move mountains for you, even when they know that you may be giving them an order that they may not come back from.
This is Fox Company. At week 13, they're about halfway through their time in the basic school, and they're preparing for one of the most critical tests, land navigation.
So students are conducting their final land nav. It's their final daytime grade event. The whole goal is to ensure that students can understand MGRS, the military grid reference system, can navigate between points, and we use the metric of finding these red boxes in the tree line to do so. They've got 8 boxes to find ideally. They have 7 hours to do so, and they've got a minimum of 6 to pass. The main resources they're using are their protractor, military topographic map, their compass, map pens, but other than that, they're doing land nav without the use of a GPS. So this is really testing their ability to operate without a global positioning system. If students can't find the minimum number of 6 to pass, then all they'll do is they'll remediate at another time. And we'll give them the basics of what they need to succeed, and then we can help coach them on to finding better attack points or maybe shooting a better azimuth and other things that'll lead them to success later on.
With the land nav test, there's more at stake than passing or failing. Their scores can impact the military occupational specialty, or MOS, assigned to each Marine.
Students at the basic school are graded on a variety of subjects, and all this is compiled to determine their score. Then the Marine Corps breaks up those students into thirds. If you fall within the top of your third, that is seen as more favorable, and there is a higher likelihood, not a guarantee, that you will get your first or second or third choice at MOS.
In 2018, 6 students at the basic school were expelled from the Marine Corps after they were accused of cheating on the land nav test.
Good job. Yep, that's it. Why are you in disbelief?
Sorry, one of them, like, I was walking around and did not get that down, but thank you.
How many points did you get?
We were supposed to get 8, and I got all 8.
How did it feel when you got the 8th point?
It felt pretty good. I sat down, had a peanut butter and jelly after, so yeah, rewarded myself. Definitely, there was a lot of like pressure on this because it was the final one, and it's like 8 points. We've only done 6 before, but yeah, this like a weight lifted almost because we've been doing other tests like to lead up to this, and they were only, like I said, 6 points. So this was the big one.
Do you feel like you got your workout in for the day?
For sure, yes sir. Definitely got a workout in today.
They come from all over the United States, from the service academies, from colleges and universities, through their platoon leaders class, or from OCS. All are here because more than anything else, they want to be Marine officers.
For Second Lieutenant Pigeon and the rest of Fox Company, their next test is the obstacle course.
You guys nervous?
No.
Good. Don't be.
This is our classified one.
And reverse it.
This is on business inside.
The course begins with a jump over a low vault, followed by overcoming a single bar using one of 2 techniques, the college boy roll or the chicken wing. Then parallel bars, which require both upper and lower body coordination after keeping their balance on a horizontal log and hopping over another vault. The students jump and climb over a 6-foot wall, and after another series of vaults and navigating a double bar using the chicken wing method, it's time for the final test, a 20-foot rope climb.
You have 3 attempts to do the rope and go and test the log. You can't get in 3 tries, you're done.
There you go. Just like that. Stand up straight. Go.
Here we go, Lizzie.
Move. Your legs.
One more. Look at you. One more push. Let's go.
Stand. Do it again. Stand up. There you go.
But that's not the end. All Marines have to complete the course twice without a break.
Seconds. No assist.
I just got over pneumonia. Yeah, it was a little rough, but hey, we got it over it. We did it. We killed it.
Transition, let's go.
Second Lieutenant Pigeon has to wait until the end for her turn.
You're gonna be fatigued, so you don't want to like rush up there and then lose your grip and slip. So just take your time.
Go. Halfway, let's go.
Pigeon's first attempt was successful. One more to go. How you doing?
I'm good. Pretty gassed, but got it done.
Made that look pretty easy.
Oh, it was tough, sir. But it was good. We all passed, so it matters. Team.
You said you got some blisters on your hands?
Yeah, just like they're baby ones. Yeah, they're baby ones. Right there.
That's from the rope?
Yeah. But it's, yeah, I gotta work on my rope technique. At the end, I was like all arms, but it was good. It felt good. It feels good to be done.
Left, right, left.
After a while, I began to feel a change in myself. I was stronger, more sure of myself, more professional in everything I did.
I could sense a tremendous change in him. He was different, more mature. He knew himself, what he could do, how much he could give.
There were nights when he had to study. He'd lock himself up in the room and tell us all to stay away. And there were nights when he was gone, out on a field exercise or a tactical problem. I missed him. In a way, I envied him. He was really a part of something great.
This Marine Corps recruitment film was made in 1973, 4 years before the first gender-integrated class graduated from the basic school. Today, about 9% of active-duty Marines are female, and about 10% of Marine Corps officers are female.
Engineer team, we need to displace. Return to PB, over.
For Echo Company, just a few weeks further into training, they're dealing with an entirely different obstacle: the enemy.
Trying to take a snapshot real quick.
Did you guys make this?
Yep. Yes, sir.
How long did it take?
6-7 hours, give or take.
These officers are dug in defensive fighting positions for a simulated combat exercise known as offense-defense.
What do you use to dig the hole?
We have what's called E-tools. E-tools, it's a small shovel with a serrated edge. It kind of assists in getting through some of the roots. I know some Marines have got less lucky with roots, so the depth will vary based off of the ground you have.
Not all students in the basic school are new to the Marine Corps. Some of the newly commissioned officers are prior enlisted.
How long have you been in the Marines?
I've been in the Marine Corps about 12 years and 3 months. Leaving Morristown, Tennessee, I was either become a factory worker or get into nefarious things, so I'm glad I chose this approach.
So what do you hope to accomplish now that you're about to enter this sort of next phase of your Marine Corps career?
That opportunity to lead Marines in some form of capacity. So that's my goal at this point. I do have a wife and 3 kids, so I am on a time crunch that I've given myself, but I'd love to be a captain, be over some Marines, and just try to make the Marine Corps a better place.
Still rank, do you have that MTO? 115. Shots out. Still rank, do you have that MTO?
Yeah, he said around 500 meters. Roger, copied 500, over.
Is offense-defense fun?
I think it is.
Why?
Because right now we're doing everything we learned in the classroom. So we've spent the last 2 or 3 weeks basically running through different scenarios and what we would do. So now we're actually out here and actually doing the thing.
Hey, engineer team, send that grid again, over.
Are you either of the targets, the one on the PB or?
So for the first 2 days, I was just a rifleman, and then I switched to platoon commander. So really, from that rifleman position, I got to observe like all the little friction points. So you got a little more of that enlisted perspective.
5-3-5-3-5 actual, shots out. I say again, shots out, over.
The Marines of Echo Company spent the rest of the night in relative peace. But the next morning, they're preparing for an attack.
When was the last time you heard movement, over? Roger, copy all. 5 actual out. If it was anything, he said no more than a 4-man team.
Okay.
These Marines are aided by a foreign ally. A soldier in Greece's Hellenic Army and Special Forces, training with them in the basic school.
I always wanted to experience training with U.S. Marines. I always admired their operations. I was reading about them, so I always wanted to do this. I had the opportunity and I came here.
Rousakis is playing the role of a platoon sergeant. He's charged with relaying orders from the command post to the Marines playing the roles of enlisted riflemen on the front line. Instructors stand by to observe the action.
Contact front! Hey, moving right to left! Moving right to left!
It worked! Got to push up! It worked! The gun worked!
That was sweet. Everyone did his job great. We were ready, we were very silent. And when they come, we already knew that they were coming. So we attacked them with heavy fires, the machine guns. And yes, we win.
It was a good time. It was like fish in a barrel. It was a good time.
Are you feeling any adrenaline?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was more excitement. Like we were waiting for it. We were getting cold.
Yeah.
It was time.
Then as soon as I saw people start sending rounds down range, I just started sending that shit too. Those machine guns have me feeling kind of some type of way. Like,
do you think that this experience where you're playing kind of the role of an enlisted in this scenario, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's valuable?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's extremely valuable. The reason why is because you actually get to see what they go through, how it is digging that hole, what they have to deal with, the human factors associated with being cold, being on stand too, all of that stuff, all embodied in one package. It really gives you a clear 20/20 vision on what they deal with on a day-to-day. And I'll be honest with you, officers do the plan, but, the enlisted is the ones who actually get the fucking job done. So, I mean, I'll be honest and say it. So I have nothing but respect for them.
You got a fat dip in.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's my first one. I told one of my buddies he dips all the time, and I told him, hey, I'll take one off you, just one, during the defense if we win.
For Echo Company, this was their first taste of war.
That was a decisive victory for this defense.
For Delta Company, nearing the end of their training, it all comes down to the basic school's Crucible, known as the war.
So this is the last exercise that they'll do, where they'll do a company-on-company exercise, 150 students against 150 students, basically building up all the basic skills that they've learned here at the school.
Recommend landing east to west. Break.
We took a bunch of casualties due to an immediate suppression mission, so we've come back here to conduct a medevac with a UH-60 Blackhawk. The students will need to understand how to do a medevac because regardless of what MOS they get, they will possibly have to do this at a range in garrison where they need to work with higher echelons of care to get individuals out.
What are you reading?
Right now I'm reading the book of Luke.
Anything did you go to Luke specifically for something that you're looking for?
No, that's just the name of my son.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Sometimes I like to just read that part of the scripture. Before coming to TBS, I went to Rome with my wife for a vacation, and so they have all the paintings of all the saints, and so I just thought it was cool. And then I hear that like his scripture is supposed to be like the most poetic and beautiful of all the scriptures. So I'm just kind of growing in my faith, getting into the Bible. So I figured I would just look into it while I was waiting.
Hey, check it. This one's got the roof as well.
For Delta Company's Bravo Group, the objective is to seize this city from the enemy. But first, they must attack from a wooded area across the road.
A2 is going to be assaulted by 2nd Squad. Support is going to be adjacent to them.
That's Hunter Killer. Okay. All right. Isolation suppression's moving up.
One more! Go, 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 go! Give me two! Give me two! Give me two! 1, 2, 2! Back up! Back up! Get that room! Get that room! Hey, clear! Clear! Over here, clear! Everybody's upstairs, but I'm going upstairs! Everybody's upstairs!
Amid the chaos, the Marines must distinguish between the enemy and friendlies to avoid firing on their own teammates.
Are there friendlies in A1?
Don't need to shoot if you don't see an enemy.
When they started sending people over here, at first they had good obscuration with smoke, but then that kind of went away. And then they started taking shots from the hotel, which caused, I think, about half a dozen casualties in the street.
Hey, turn again. We got it.
I've been shot!
Hey, hold her head, hold her head, hold her head.
right, going down.
I didn't want to be over the top to where it was almost too dramatic. I wanted to make it as realistic as possible, being the casualty, because I knew the more realistic I was, it would just reflect for realistic training. And so I wanted to make sure that my Marines were getting the practice they needed when applying the care that they needed to a casualty.
Dagger 6, this is Dagger 4 Bravo, ready for your 9-line transmission, over.
2 non-ambulatory. Line 6, secure. Line 7, air panel. Line 8, all U.S. military. Break.
Loud and clear, over.
The next morning, after a successful attack, Bravo Group is now playing defense against an enemy counterattack that could begin at any moment.
How was it sleeping in here last night?
It's cold. We were pulling security, so we were up like every third hour, just watching for enemy in the tree line. But I think honestly, when you're sleeping in the sleeping bags, it's pretty warm, I'd say.
Two of our buddies, they had to go up on the roof last night and it started raining on them, and they were up there the whole time, so they got pretty cold and wet.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah, it's a really good time.
I think so, especially on guns.
What's your MOS?
I'm going to be a ground supply officer, so I wouldn't really be doing anything like this specifically, but it's nice just having a chance to do it one last time before I graduate here at TBS.
Do you think that there is a value to this mindset of an officer shouldn't ask a Marine to do anything that they aren't able to do themselves?
Absolutely. You shouldn't even sit down, let alone eat, let alone smoke a cigarette if that's what you do. You shouldn't do those things until you've ensured that your Marines have had that opportunity to do that themselves.
If I see more than 4, I'm shooting.
Okay.
What side of the road was that?
Who's yelling? You hear that?
Yeah.
I don't see anything yet.
There might only be a single platoon over there. It sounds like there's 2 other platoons still moving down the trail.
Down the trail?
Just so you're tracking. So you have to be coming that way?
How many? Greco! How many? Hey Jeff, you might need to move the gun over here. Oh my. Go! Go! Go, go! Hey, C4! Hey, enemy's moving right!
Right? Where's Gabe?
Despite the defense's onslaught of fire, some of the enemy force makes it into the city, albeit briefly.
All of you are dead!
Hey, watch the front! Watch the front!
Hey, you got it? You see it?
Yeah, no, I see the gun.
Yeah, fucking hit it. Hey, did the squad that just went out of that building to that side get killed? Hey, we got friendlies in Bravo 2!
Bravo 2.
When the enemy couldn't overtake the defense,
Ceasefire green.
the instructors called for a ceasefire.
So what's all this hooping and hollering?
It's probably us just telling the other team how badly we beat them, sir.
So the defense won?
Yes, sir.
Hey, good job, boys. Good job. Woo! The spoils of war!
Spoils of war.
You're feeling better now after this?
Yes, yeah, I'm feeling better. Feels good to win the war. I mean, both sides were doing a great job, but it was good training. Yes, sir.
We won! Done. Fun time. Got the guns up. Living my dream.
You're going to intermingle with the group over there and everything. Be humble and be respectful because they did put in a lot of hard work. And they put in a lot of good hours out here, had some good actions, just as you have as well. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, what's our motto?
Succeed or die.
Succeed
Or die! Succeed or die! Succeed or die!
For this new class of second lieutenants, that motto will be put to the test after graduating from the basic school and joining the fleet.
A lot of them will be put on Marine Expeditionary units, and those are forward deployed units on ships floating around different areas in the world, waiting for a crisis to happen so that they can respond.
The basic school never closes. While one class graduates,
Another continues through the course. They know why they're here, to become one of the few good men who will lead.
Many Marine officers transition into aviation. Marine pilots fly fixed and rotary wing aircraft to provide support for Marines on the ground. We first visited Marine pilots training to fly the F35 Fighter Jet.
This is the F35B Lightning II. The Marine Corps' multi-role fighter jet is equipped with the most advanced sensor suite of any fighter in history, and the most powerful engine of any jet in the world, which can reach a top speed of 1,200 miles per hour.
It's just revolutionized what fighter aircraft are capable of.
And these are the pilots training to fly that $100 million aircraft.
A lot of people just think, you show up, fly, and then go home, have a beer, but it's not all like that.
Not only are you flying, but you're talking on 4 different radios. You're working the radar, you're working the T-FLIR, you're working the electrical optical system there while you're still navigating, talking to ATC, and then working weapons on top of that.
Student pilots spend a year training to fly the F-35 Bravo here at the Marine Corps Air Station in Beaufort, South Carolina. This is a pilot's last stop before getting deployed to a fleet squadron overseas. And it's here they learn to handle the multi-role fighter jet in a variety of missions.
We do strikes, so aerial interception. We do OCA, DCA, so offensive counter-air, defensive counter-air, arm reconnaissance, and then really the bread and butter though is SEAD, so suppression of enemy air defenses.
The pilots we met are part of Marine Fighter Attack Squadron 501, also known as the Warlords.
Once you complete here, they send you out to the fleet squadrons, out in Yuma or Japan.
Student pilots in the training squadron have already completed flight school, so training is focused specifically on operating the F-35B.
Eventually, every fighter pilot that comes through the Marine Corps is going to go fly an F-35.
I'm Michael Watts. I'm a major in the Marine Corps. My grandfather was a pilot in World War II, and I would always go to his house, see his models of his B-25 bomber. And also my father was a Navy pilot in Vietnam. So I kind of grew up with it, in my blood. Right here, we're just basically starting, you learn how to fly the airplane, and then you go through all the different mission sets and basic skills.
Because there are only so many jets that can fly at a time, most of the pilot's instruction comes on the ground, in the simulator and in the classroom. We weren't allowed to film some classified aspects of the pilot's instruction. But we were allowed to film the pilots practicing the aircraft's most unique capabilities, and go behind the scenes as they suited up for a training mission. During training, it's crucial for the pilots to get comfortable executing the F-35B's STOVL maneuvers, because they'll have to master those techniques on an aircraft carrier.
Really, the main thing is when we fly off the ship. So when I get out to Japan here in a few weeks, I'll eventually be learning how to fly off the ship. How do we get on there? We do vertical landings. How do we take off? We do short takeoffs. And so that's really the big reason why we're doing that.
Lockheed Martin makes 3 variations of the F-35 Lightning II, but the Marine Corps' F-35 Bravo is the only one with STOVL capabilities. This feature is a big reason why the Marine Corps' 2019 aviation plan called for replacing its current fleet of aircraft with more than 350 F-35Bs.
We're replacing all of the Hornets, all of the Harriers, and all the Prowlers with F-35s.
Conventional jets need about 3,000 feet for takeoff, but in optimal conditions, an F-35B can take off in just a couple hundred feet.
For a takeoff, we get onto the runway, and then at that point is when we initiate a conversion. We literally just hit a button, and then the plane goes through its transformer sequence, right? Once that's complete, we're now what's called STOVL mode. There's different kinds of short takeoffs we can do. My favorite's the button, it's called a button stow. And as I'm accelerating down the runway, and literally just click a button, and then the plane will take off by itself. It's pretty incredible. And then shortly after takeoff, we can convert back to conventional mode once we get to a certain airspeed.
Once in the air, actually handling the jet isn't the most difficult aspect of operating it.
It's actually a really easy airplane to fly. It's more difficult to process the amount of information it provides to you, I would say, knowing where to look at the right time.
The student pilots already have experience flying jets, So much of their training is focused on utilizing technology unique to the F-35B.
A lot of the difficulty is trying to absorb all of the information the jet's giving you, operate all the sensors and the systems at the same time, and fly. And really, that's probably the number one struggle.
Once a practice mission is complete, pilots must take on another of the jet's unique features, executing a vertical landing.
Having never done it, it was an experience. My brain telling me not to slow down, because in the Hornet, slow down, that meant you're going to fall out of the sky.
It's a normal approach to landing, like as if you're going to the runway, right? And then you're going to level off and then set a certain ground speed. And then at a certain distance from the pad, you're going to start a deceleration. And all that is just a click of a button. And then from there, you're making sure that you're centered on the pad. Then you just push forward on the stick and then descend right onto the pad.
I would say the first time doing a vertical landing in the F-35B is pretty crazy. You practice it a lot in the sim. You do it, dozens of times in the simulator. But the first time you do it in the plane, just slowing down for the first time like that and hovering over a pad with over 30,000 pounds of metal, 150 feet in the air is pretty neat.
Usually you have like the world kind of coming at you when you're flying, right? And so you're kind of sitting there just like looking outside as if you're like in the tower or something, and you trust that you're fine there, that you're still flying.
Before stepping foot in the cockpit, student pilots need to familiarize themselves with the gear needed to operate the F-35B, starting with their anti-gravity suit, which helps prevent them from losing consciousness while operating the jet.
It's a fabric material that has bladders inside of it, and whenever you pull G, it uses pressure from the engine to inflate, and then it prevents your blood from pulling down to your legs, and it pushes it up to your abdomen as much as possible.
Each pilot's G-suit is custom made to fit perfectly around their lower body.
And then we have a flight jacket that we put on, and it has a bunch of survival gear.
The pilot's flight jacket is filled with a multitude of survival tools in the event that they have to eject from the aircraft, including a flare, emergency strobe light, compass, survival knife, extra water, whistle, radio, and an oxygen mask.
They have a code car for hand and arm signals, just signal search and rescue basically. Then they have a signaling mirror, just signal the aircraft with just a mirror and a reflection.
Some less conventional survival tools are supplied by the pilots themselves.
I always try to take my wallet in case I have to land somewhere else other than back here. That's happened to me before. You land somewhere and you have to stay the night, you don't have any wallet or phone or anything, which is kind of difficult. So definitely take my wallet with me every time.
In the event the pilots have to eject from the jet, their flight jacket is embedded with a unique safety feature.
There's arm restraint lines that are routed throughout the jacket. When you eject, they pull your arms basically in towards your body. You're basically ensuring that your arms aren't going to get flailed out into the wind.
The jacket is also equipped with a flotation device in case the pilot has to eject over a body of water.
So as soon as it touches the water, it will inflate the entire jacket, so they don't have to do anything if their arms are broken or anything after ejection.
Last but not least, the pilots learn to utilize the most technologically advanced piece of equipment, their $400,000 helmets. Each helmet is custom fit to its wearer, based on a 3D scan of the pilot's head. It's also equipped with noise-canceling headphones, night vision, and a forward-facing camera that records each flight. The pilot's heads-up display is projected directly onto their visor rather than on the glass at the front of the cockpit, thanks to two small projectors inside the helmet. This allows the pilot to easily view key data, such as altitude, airspeed, and direction.
Since the jet is able to help us so much, really flying should be second nature. That way you can focus on all of the information that the jet's giving you.
Finally, the F-35's distributed aperture system creates a 360-degree view of the jet's surroundings by stitching together feeds from 6 cameras mounted on the plane, enabling the pilot to see through the base and walls of the aircraft.
I think a lot of people underestimate the amount of work it takes to become a pilot, and a fighter pilot specifically.
A 1-hour flight, even a simulated one, might mean up to 6 additional hours of briefing, gearing up, flight inspections, and debriefing, not to mention the hours spent studying for each mission.
So you could spend a whole day preparing and debriefing one single hour of flight. I think it's awesome to be in the 5th generation stealth fighter, kind of at the tip of the spear. It's a heavily weighted aircraft in terms of the combat power that the Marine Corps brings to the fight, and I'm honored to be a part of that. It's definitely pretty cool to carry on that tradition, talk to my dad about everything that I'm doing now and how it relates to what he did. All the airports that he flew into, some of the ones that I've flown into as well, so he has stories. It's pretty neat.
This is the MV-22 Osprey, flown by the United States Marine Corps. With a unit cost of about $84 million, it's the world's first production tilt-rotor aircraft, which means it takes off and lands vertically like a helicopter.
All right, gotta go fast.
But flies like a traditional turboprop airplane.
We don't need that runway to land on, and we don't need any type of air traffic control agency to get us there. We can do it ourselves.
When grounded, its rotor blades fold into itself, making it small enough to travel on naval carriers.
The primary role is what we call assault support. What that means is that we're good at carrying people and stuff places.
And you're good to kiss off and maintain 1,500 feet over the range.
Insider spent a day at Marine Corps Air Station New River in North Carolina to find out what it takes to fly the Osprey. Before flying an Osprey, Marine Corps pilots must receive a 4-year college degree and attend flight school to learn the basics.
After that, you gain your wings and you show up at the fleet, and you get about 2 months, 3 months to learn how to fly the Osprey.
Osprey pilots spend 20 hours training in a simulator that was off limits to our cameras.
I wanted to have a plane that was at the forefront of where the Marine Corps wanted to send things. It turns out that this was exactly the right plane for me. Today when we go fly, we're going to do a whole bunch of various flight profiles. We're going to go and shoot tail gunnery, and then we transition over to doing confined area landings.
The training mission begins with a briefing in the squadron ready room.
We're going to take off out of New River as a section. For the departure, it's going to be a standard vertical takeoff to climb up to our en route altitude of 3,500 feet.
Safety is one of the most important topics of any Osprey mission briefing.
3 U.S. Marines are missing right now off the coast of Australia.
There have been 33 accidents, resulting in 42 reported deaths since the Osprey's first flight in 1989.
The MV-22 originally, in its induction phases and in testing, unfortunately ended up having a few accidents along the way, things that were worked out essentially over the years.
The Osprey became operational in 2007, and since then, safety components like nacelles and software have been redesigned and reconfigured.
I have over 800 flight hours on this plane with 0 issues. That's in no small part to the maintenance efforts that are put forth by the Marines every day here.
Crew chiefs at New River work as plane maintainers when they're not aiding on missions.
Even the smallest things on the Osprey have to be looked at and are kept in good working order. We make sure that we're flying the safest aircraft possible.
Before every flight, pilots and crew do a walkthrough of the Osprey to ensure everything is in working order.
This is the Osprey, just a big overview here. Each engine provides you 6,150 shaft horsepower. So what that means for me up front is that I can go from 0 to 280 knots and climb from the surface all the way up to 25,000 feet. This is the air-to-air refueling probe. This thing sticks out and lets me plug and refuel off of all kinds of different refueling assets and extends my range out beyond 3 hours, out to all the way my limits that I can just stay awake for. These big nacelles here contain the engine itself, and then also will contain all the different gearbox systems and different accessory drive systems that keep my aircraft powered up and flying both hydraulically and electrically. We have seats all up and down the left and right side that hold 24 troops, and then any type of cargo that we can do here. So we have a lot of redundancy. We have 3 hydraulic systems, we have 3 flight control computers, we have 4 generators that'll operate, and they can all back each other up. So if any one component fails, there's numerous layers of backup and redundancy that allow this plane to keep flying and keep fighting regardless of what happens.
It's a gorgeous day to go fly.
The downwash coming off of the Osprey is about the same as a Category 2 hurricane.
17 at 9er, good takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 19, Elvis 11 flight.
Takeoff begins with the rotors in the vertical position lifting the plane off the ground. After reaching the desired altitude, pilots convert the aircraft to airplane mode.
I have what's called a thumb wheel. On the throttle, there is a little knob that I just move with my thumb. It's as easy as this. It takes little to no effort from me. What that means inside the plane and what the plane is doing is that I have 3 different hydraulic systems that are controlling what's called conversion actuators. And these conversion actuators are gigantic screws. And those screws twist and make the whole nacelle structure move up and down.
The crew flies north to begin the first exercise of the mission, firing the Osprey's machine gun at targets on the ground.
On the MV-22, we have a ramp-mounted weapon system. We'll be firing the M240 Delta today, which is a 7.62 by 51 caliber belt-fed machine gun. The ramp-mounted weapon system is used in a defensive role as we're carrying troops and cargo into an area. If we're engaged, we can effectively suppress that enemy fire or threat.
The standard 4-person Osprey crew consists of 2 pilots and 2 crew chiefs.
So I'll be leading the aircraft through the flight profile.
Control level came back up. We're gonna go ahead and try going fast again.
I serve as the link between the pilots and the back of the plane. That's between our cargo, anyone we're carrying. I shoot the gun, you name it.
I suggest converting to see if we can get some of that back. Yep, 1 second. Copy.
Sergeant Leneve will also be helping train an additional member on today's flight.
I'm Lance Corporal Trantham, and I'm a crew chief on the V-22 Osprey. Every day is a new challenge and a new opportunity to learn something.
Today we're going to be simulating engagement by a surface-to-air threat, which is going to be a missile system, and we're going to attempt to suppress that threat.
All right, Leneve, we're coming across the runway target now. There's multiple vehicles and stuff on the runway. All the fires are going to be north of the runway, so off the left side of the aircraft right now. Copy. I've got a target. Contact. 2 targets. Steel targets.
Crew chiefs train to aim and fire the M240 Delta using the plane's forward momentum.
It definitely takes a lot of concentration with the effects of your forward momentum. Getting the rounds to hit your target, you have to aim in a certain way so that your rounds hit with the proper momentum.
If their target is to the left of the plane, they aim low and left. If they shoot off the right side of the plane, they aim high and right.
We're going to basically be looking for good impacts on the target.
In the training mission's second phase, the crew flies over a field to practice landing in a confined area without a runway.
So we'll do what we call tactical straight-ins, where we go from airplane mode, going 240 knots and bring it all the way to a hover inside the zone.
So it's going to take us from this en route airplane, and then the computer and the software, the automation is going to fly the plane all the way along a course of flight and bring us into a hover over a specific landing point. So it's pretty cool.
Forward thrust comes off the propellers. That generates lift over the wing, just like any traditional fixed-wing aircraft.
Then, pilots redirect that thrust by converting into helicopter mode.
We start shifting that lift vector backwards to slow ourselves down, or forward to accelerate ourselves, and we go from there.
After completing confined area landings and takeoffs, the focus shifts to the third exercise of the mission, training crew chiefs how to measure the plane's distance to the ground with just their eyes.
Good guys, traffic start 10 o'clock, high, no factor.
They have to calibrate their eyes to give accurate distance calls to the deck, and that's a challenge, and it changes based on what you're expecting to see.
Less than 50. 40. Copy, all right. 30, clear to land.
They need to happen quickly. They need to say exactly the right thing at the right time so that we know what we need to do and take that information on as like actionable information. She'll get it down during a daytime landing inside a grassy zone, and then we'll take her and we'll fly her at night, and we'll put on NVGs, night vision goggles on her, and she'll have a 40-degree field of view looking through toilet paper tubes, and then all of that distance estimation that she's worked on starts to go away. So that's part of the training that we work with them on. Flying the Osprey for the Marine Corps has meant to me that I can be operationally employed in a very wide range of mission profiles. As we shift over to the Pacific Theater, what we're dealing with are longer transits over water without land bases for us to operate from.
The Osprey is also used to provide humanitarian aid.
Personally, I've done hurricane relief operations in Puerto Rico. and I've been able to deliver food and water to people that have needed it. We were able to land in zones, baseball fields all across the island. The people were writing help in their yards and stones and trash to get the Ospreys to come in and land, and we were able to bring food and water and medical supplies all over the island. Today was great. It was a good flight. A lot of the future operation concepts of the Marine Corps are going to focus on the Osprey, doing more of what it does and doing it better.
I'm actually applying to the Naval Academy right now because I am interested in becoming a pilot. If I get accepted, I'll have 4 more years in school and graduate and commission as an officer.
The whole way that the Marine Corps trains is to add more assets and be able to bring a more complicated fight to the battlefield. We're just a small aspect and a small piece of it, but that's what we bring to the fight.
We filmed this story in December 2021. In March of 2022, one of the Osprey pilots featured in our video, 27-year-old Captain Matthew Tomkowitz of Fort Wayne, Indiana, died in a crash during NATO military exercises in Norway. Our thoughts and prayers remain with his family, friends, and fellow Marines. After 2 visits to Parris Island in the South Carolina Low Country, it was time to head west. In 2024, we visited Marine Corps Boot Camp in San Diego to see how enlisted Marines are trained on the other side of the country.
Shut your mouth, hey bro!
Come on, let's go.
What you're gonna do, you're gonna drop off your recruiter's folder in that red crate, and you're gonna take that piece of paper that you have and you're gonna hand it to the recruit. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir!
Then you're gonna load on my bus from the very back to the front. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir!
That's all, follow me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, now what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your head down in between your legs. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna keep it there until I tell you to pick it up. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Put your head down now.
Yes, sir.
I was living in Palm Springs with my dad, but I decided, you know, my dad's getting remarried, he's getting a house, I don't want to be there anymore. I think that the best thing for me was to go on a journey.
I'm 18, I'm from Houston, Texas. There's nothing really down there for me just besides the plant life, and I didn't want to be stuck in the plants for my whole life.
I decided about 8th grade year, I decided I wanted to be a Marine. My entire life I've been like my brother's little sister. Like, that's how people know me. And I wanted something to define myself.
Oh, you sit up straight, look at me now! Yeah, I'm now right, Marine Corps QT for San Diego, building 62 receiving company. The only words coming out of my mouth be yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, and no ma'am, do you understand?
Yes sir!
When told to do something, you respond with the aye sir, aye ma'am, do you understand?
Yes sir!
Now when I tell you to, you're gonna grab all your belongings and get on my bus, do you understand?
Yes sir!
Why you get on my bus right now?
Aye sir! Let's go, get off my bus! No, let's go, get off my bus!
You melt this shot, do you understand? Yes, sir! You will now live, eat, and sleep as a team, do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Face the front now. Face the front, take AD now.
Aye, sir! Absence without leave! What this means, if you leave my base without proper authority, I will find you and I will throw you in jail. Do you understand? Yes, sir! Shift left, hurry up, shift. Through these boreholes walks the future of the United States Marine Corps. What this means, you will leave your civilian life behind. You will live your life through honor, courage, and commitment. Do you understand? Yes, sir! Move, let's go! Hurry up!
Let's go, follow.
Let's go.
Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna empty out your pockets. If you have a bag, you're going to dump it out. If you have a religious medallion around your If you have jewelry on your wrist, you're going to take it off and put it in the red cup. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Do it now. 8, 7, 6.
Let's go at the end of the aye, sir. Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir. Okay, I say something, you respond. Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
You are done, sir. You are done, sir. If you cannot get in contact with someone, you're going to come over here and you're going to fill out my green logbook. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
First row, get over there now.
Hello, this is Recruit Roars. I have arrived safely at MCRD San Diego.
The next time I contact you will be by postal mail, so expect a letter in 2 to 3 weeks. I love you. Goodbye.
10 digits. Do it again.
Aye, sir. Did you talk to somebody? Yes, sir. Did you call him 3 times? Yes, sir.
Area code and the 7-digit number. Do you understand?
Aye, sir.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go! Take a knee now!
You will start at a dead hang just like this. Your chin over the bar, back down to a dead hang. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir!
Get on the bar!
You say the proper greeting and then you request permission about the bar.
Good morning, sir. Recruit 9 requesting permission about the bar, sir.
10, 7, 8,
We're looking for a maximum of between 20 to 23 repetitions. The average is usually between, like, on the low side 1 and on the high side like 15 or 16. If the recruit is unable to do 1 pull-up, we'll authorize them to try to do push-ups.
15. How many did you do?
0, sir.
How many?
0, sir.
0. Go away.
Aye, sir.
Did I say get out? Get over here.
Did you already do your pull-ups?
Yes, sir.
How many did you do?
12, sir.
Aye, sir. The moment your body goes down, your both are going to take a knee. Do you understand? Aye, sir.
We move to a plank. The minimum we're looking for there is about 40 seconds.
You're not cheerleading. Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
You're not saying anything to your body. Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
You're at 235.
What do you think when you see these planes going by?
Sometimes I think about just graduating so I can get on a plane and go home see my family, so.
You just got to try. You just got to bust your butt. Where are you going to be in 69 days? On the Reaper, right? Yes, sir!
All the way down! Get out the way!
On your belt.
We typically have between 6 to 8 failures, and I want to say that rang true this morning, between 6 to 8 failures.
Let's go, pull on. Here!
I had my doubts in the beginning for myself, but I actually did better than I thought.
How's it going?
Good. I'm really tired. I passed the whole thing, so I'm really excited to continue with my training. I almost cried earlier because I'm very excited. It felt relieving, and it felt like I wasn't letting anyone down.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to shower them up, get them changed over into their uniforms, and then we're going to do what's called a warm handoff. We'll introduce them to their actual drill instructor team in Echo Company, and we lovingly refer to it as Black Friday.
You won? Get back! Aye, sir! Go! Aye, sir!
What is Black Friday?
There's no such thing as Black Friday. Black Friday is just what somebody made up that we call that. That's a pickup where the recruits are introduced to their permanent drill instructor.
Yeah!
I'm senior on the title, United States Marine.
There is a level of stress that's provided that kind of welcomes them to the institution, but there's nothing wrong with that.
When I say instruct, you are gonna scream explode. Do you understand? Get the dumb people up.
A healthy level of stress to show them that there are going to be stressful times, that there are going to be stressful moments. We're also trying to shake some of those civilian bad habits out of them by introducing them to the way that we do things.
You're done moving out one. Do you understand? 5, 5, 3, 2, 1.
7, 6, 24, 24, 23, 22, 21.
I was. Wake up.
Open ranks!
I mean, would you say that they've, in 3 weeks, changed from what they looked like when they were first picked up?
Yes, it's a complete 180 from where we first got them. You get a lot of timid recruits, recruits that aren't very confident with themselves. You kind of have to see that and work with that and get them to where they need to be. They don't have their iPhones, they don't have their computers anymore. The recruits definitely miss it, and you can see it because with the generation that we have now, they're so used to, just picking up their phone, looking at it. They won't realize it until we kind of bring it up, like, hey, like, you've gone a month and a half without your phone, without your computer, without any outside media source, and you're still a human being. A lot of these recruits that come here, they come from broken homes, families without strong male role models. I myself, growing up from a home without a father, I've received numerous letters from my recruits saying that they see me as a father, see me as a second father. So that in itself, it means a lot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apples. Glacier. 2 calls, face mirror, move.
So the recruits, when they're supposed to be watching the senior drill instructor's house, they weren't cleaning, so at this time they got IT, which is discipline to fix infractions, stuff that they're not doing right.
What does IT stand for?
Instructor training, sir. So it lasts for generally 3 minutes, 30-second rest, and then 3 minutes back again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's something that they don't enjoy, sir. You wouldn't get your discipline if they did enjoy it. However, it is beneficial because as soon as they get IT'd, one person starts telling the other recruits, and then they kind of start police calling each other, so it's honestly beneficial, sir.
Aye, sir! Ready, move!
That lead hand, punch. Ready? Execute. Execute.
Why do they scream fatal?
So that's just the motto for our company. So Fox Company, Fatal Company. I mean, it's just always keep it fatal. That's our motto. That's something that we breed into the recruits, and that's something that we're especially proud of as Fox Company drill instructors, Fatal Company drill instructors. Today we're on Confidence Course 2, which comprises of the lower obstacles as well as the high obstacles. The goal through first phase is to kind of break them down, second phase, and we build them back up. That's the point of this course right here, to build their confidence. Stairway to Heaven, not my personal favorite. It's just challenging because it's so high up. And the higher you get, the more spaced out the logs are that you have to navigate over.
Do you ever find like that any recruits are afraid of heights?
Yes. And you don't know it until we're out here navigating these obstacles. If they're up high on the Stairway to Heaven, they have no choice to give up. And that's what makes them confident in overcoming their fears, is that there's no other way to get off the obstacle other than to complete it. Slide for Life is another obstacle that's higher up than the others.
Gentlemen!
To build their confidence.
Get it!
Get them to do something that they would have probably never have done if it weren't for coming here.
Row 3, let go!
Start 10 on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Down now. Battles of World War II.
Battles of World War II, I served. Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima, Tarawa, Midway, Okinawa.
Who was the first female Marine?
First female in the Marine Corps, I served. Olga May Johnson, 1918.
Do we all know about the Battle of Iwo Jima?
Yes, sir.
Who died on Iwo Jima?
John Basslow.
Third Sergeant John Basslow, got it?
Yes, sir.
Was awarded a Medal of Honor in a whole nother battle, and then died on Iwo Jima. Got it?
Yes, sir.
That man was a legend.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Take him out there, sir!
Aye, sir!
Two of you screaming out there, sir!
Aye, sir!
Take him out there, sir!
Aye, sir!
All you get over here now.
Dodson.
Yes, sir.
Dominguez.
Yes, sir.
Elliot.
Here, sir.
Fabian.
Right now, we currently have 37 females on our platoon, which is probably the smallest platoon I've ever seen come through San Diego female-wise. Here, the females actually are with the males since day one, all the way through. They obviously can't talk to each other. They don't live in the same squad base or anything, but they do PTs with each other, practice, all that stuff with each other. They go to the classrooms together. So there is interaction, but they can't talk.
I didn't know that the male and female recruits could not talk to each other.
No.
Is that for a reason?
I don't know if it's for a reason, but I believe that it does help because then the recruits are actually focused on what they actually came here to do. A recruit should never be having a good time. They should not be talking about what they had for lunch or nothing. They're just strictly business for 13 weeks.
I'll be a dead good out there, sir!
Aye, sir!
That's all of you, aye, sir!
Aye, sir!
If you talk, if you look around, I will fail you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Big MAP is the Marine Corps Martial Arts program. It's the program that we have in the Marine Corps for actually teaching fighting from different martial arts as boxing, jiu-jitsu, judo, Muay Thai, and we teach it so the Marines and recruits can be more deadly in the fleet.
Uppercut!
Uppercut!
Execute!
Go!
Execute!
Go!
Execute!
Go!
Execute the technique! Take a knee. We were telling them to take a knee because they were doing a fundamental or a principle of the technique wrong. Number 3, third squat, take a knee. They can miss up to 10 techniques and still pass the test. But if we did have a recruit fail the test, they would give a 24-hour period that they would retest tomorrow, and they would come to us, we would reevaluate them.
Just get the ones that I was choking them all!
I would like to think that most recruits do like it because it's a way for them to learn to control their anger and through inoculation to interpersonal violence and actually be able to let some of that out from the frustrations of recruit training.
5, 4, 3, 2, yeah!
So currently we're on grass week with the recruits. What they do for the purpose of this week is get them into the positions to better prepare them to actually shoot the rifle. What they use at recruit training is an M16A4. You have to learn the basics, learn the fundamentals before we can actually give rounds. It's that baseline before we get to push on to the next evolution of training, which will be shooting the actual rifle.
Here's how this is gonna work, got it?
Yes, sir.
You all have a double feed, fix it.
All right,
Aye, sir.
Is that how you correct a double feed?
No, sir.
Show me how you correct a double feed.
Grass check. Reload. This recruit cannot correctly remember.
Okay, go complete breaks, right? You're good. Hold your breath for about 3 seconds, let it out. Do that 3 times. Just freak it out, you don't need to freak out, got it?
Yes, sir.
Take it out, look at me.
Yes, sir.
Hit. Are we ready?
Every Marine is a rifleman. You never know who's gonna go to combat and who's gonna actually need to use their rifle. So we need to make sure that every Marine is confident in their abilities to shoot. We have 4 stations, so they'll be in the kneeling, supported on the window.
Hit.
They'll lay down in the prone on the rooftop. They'll move to the bunker. After the bunker, they move to another prone position. You never know like what positions you'll have to shoot in and what kind of cover you'll have.
I'm touching your mag pouches to feel for live rounds.
Aye, sir.
Go get cleared out by your officer.
Aye, sir.
When he observed wounded Marines trapped in the enemy line of fire, Corporal Kane immediately positioned himself to provide covering fire for the Marines attempting to pull the wounded to safety, all while remaining dangerously exposed to the enemy's impact zone. He repeatedly thwarted insurgent attempts to fire their machine guns down the stairs at the fellow Marines with accurate and deadly fire from the squad automatic weapon. As the last of the wounded were being evacuated, portions of the building fell on top of him, crushing his leg. His heroic actions and selfless devotion to duty inspired all who observed him and were instrumental in the evacuation of Marines needing urgent medical care and the destruction of the enemy stronghold. A toast to Corporal Kane.
A toast to Corporal Kane.
Trigger.
To the core. Out. Honor. Courage. Commitment.
I have always wanted to be a Marine since I was very young. My stepdad was a Marine, and he's taught me basically most of everything that I know.
Has this been hard?
Yes, sir, very hard.
Why?
Mostly the mental aspect for me, just being away from home. I've been away from home for, a couple weeks at a time, but it was with other family. It was never by myself. Being away from home for 13 weeks, it's kind of hard, especially when the week I left was my niece's birthday. It was her first birthday and I had to leave the day before. And so that kind of really made me hurt for the first couple weeks.
Weaver, 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 Weaver.
That's not what you're supposed to do. You were told to get
He's
on
not
the
responding,
road.
Weaver.
Respond!
Okay, now you're not responding to me.
I am sir.
Fix it.
I am him.
Do something. Delegate. Do something.
I am. Korokovsky. Yes. Fix the packs.
The reason we were doing that is just to let everybody prove that they can be a leader at some point and take charge.
Weaver!
The drill instructors were correcting us on everything we're missing. We weren't moving fast enough.
What are you gonna do?
I enjoyed it because it did give me that sense of, oh, hey, I'm actually leading and they're actually helping me lead in their own way.
2 columns, this is not 2.
They're not responding to you.
Aye, sir. Respond!
Aye, sir.
They've done all of this before. They're capable of doing it. Now you're doing it when you're a little more tired, with a little less sleep. And at first it sucks. What we like to call is you embrace the suck together, and that's what makes Marines Marines.
Leech, yes, sir. Your head goes inward. Yes, sir. What are you doing? At least get to the 3rd log.
Aye, sir.
Put this arm underneath.
Aye, sir.
Oh my.
Aye, sir.
Oh my.
Aye, sir.
Go over there with freaking the leg.
Aye, sir.
Everything in the Crucible, whatever event you may not be able to finish, there is a consequence. So if they're not able to execute the Weaver, they go out to the side and we do something that's called fireman's carry. It's where you take a buddy and you put them over your shoulders and then you carry them from one point to another.
Go Warbeck! Go Warbeck!
Theater.
Aye, sir.
The report.
Good morning, sir. Stick 2. Total strength, 20. Total present, 18. Total weapons, 20. Total BFAs, 20. Total iron sights, 20.
What are we training for?
War, sir.
We're training for freaking combat, right?
War, sir.
But you want to move slow and you want to whisper and you want to be weak.
Aye, sir.
What is over there?
Nothing, sir.
Look at me.
Aye, sir.
I'm talking to you.
Aye, sir.
Stop being weak.
Aye, sir.
No one cares.
Aye, sir.
The enemy does not care.
Aye, sir.
Wake up! No, get up! You're not doing anything for him.
Amen.
Where did the zipper go?
Middle, ma'am.
So, if you already know it, why don't you do it on yourself?
Because one of these zippers is...
I don't care. Stop being complacent.
Amen.
It's the little things that add up.
Amen.
Just put it away.
Aye, sir.
Go grab the canteen up and go over there.
Aye, sir.
Now get out of my face.
Aye, sir. Hey, who's... Fix your pack. Fix your pack. Reynoso, grab the...
Let's go. Go, Red
Aye,
Dog.
sir. Aye, sir.
Go.
Aye, sir.
Make
Aye,
a
sir.
decision.
Go.
Aye,
sir.
Some of you are going to realize maybe you'll get out and you won't even go to college, even though you joined for college in the first place, right?
Aye, sir.
Some of you are going to join for college and realize you want to stay in. Like, even then, that's not a bad reason to join the military, right?
Yes, sir.
You're serving your country, you're doing your family and your friends proud as well, right?
Yes, sir.
And yourself as well, you understand?
Yes, sir.
There's more to it than just joining for college, right? Yes, sir. Because you could join any branch and get free college, right? Yes, sir. You could join like the reserve freaking Coast Guard and you just swim in a pool all day, right? Yes, sir. But you chose to freaking join the Marine Corps specifically because it's the most difficult branch, right? Yes, sir. So you have that reason, like you want to go to college, but also you joined to be a freaking Marine. Yes, sir. You could have gotten that college with any other branch. Yes, sir. So you have those two reasons, right? Yes, sir. Why you wanted to join the military and why you want to be a Marine. Yes, sir. You gotta remember both those. Make sense?
Yes, sir. After we get out of here, we're gonna be doing Pugil 6. That makes sense? Yes, sir.
You get some beef with somebody, or you know what I'm saying? Like, there's your chance. You understand?
Yes, sir. Hey! 9, 10, 11. Grab your canteen. Make back gloves, mouthpiece. Have it out right now.
So before I came here, I'd never done hand-to-hand combat at all, and it really worried me at first, but I feel that I am confident enough to at least be able to defend myself and someone else that I care for.
You died. You're the killer, understand?
Officer!
Out, you go to the pit.
Officer! 23, 24,
7,
4, 39, 5.
All the way up to your gun.
Officer.
Do you want to go back over there?
Yeah.
You do? You want to go back over there, sir?
What the hell? You don't get a pick where you want to go. Okay, now, yeah, definitely back at 0. Okay, pick it up now.
Aye, sir. 1.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Aye, sir.
They're just changing out their socks to a dry pair of socks just to take care of their feet, keep their feet dry.
Need some antibiotic going here?
Right now, they're probably feeling a little bit of pain, some hot spots and stuff like that, but it's nothing that is gonna kill them.
Let's go. Do it again. Same thing, but you have to jump. You have to try. Jump. Try first. Let him try. You have to try. Let's go.
Look at how many recruits it takes to get you over. How embarrassing. Pick up your own weight.
Amen.
It's crazy how they helped you, but you just walk away when they help you.
Amen.
Selfish individual.
Amen.
Some of them just don't really like to try as hard as others. It frustrates me as a Marine seeing how much hard work we put into them. I understand they come from different backgrounds and they were raised different. So we just try to help them understand our culture here.
Let's go!
Amen.
Stop taking your sweet time.
Amen.
Don't let slip. Don't let slip.
I can't.
I can't.
No, let him fall. He's gonna fall. He's gonna fall.
Ah!
Aye, sir.
You always get the easy way out.
Let's go.
Aye, sir.
Go!
Leg over.
Some of the recruits at the point in the Crucible, they're very tired. The lack of sleep and the lack of calories getting to their body is really getting to them, so they're starting to fall behind. So when those recruits start to fall behind, the rest of the platoon brings them up and encourages them to continue on.
Let's go. Pluto. Do you need help?
Back here by the rope.
Hell no. Hell no.
Me need help.
Right on. Oh. I know that for sure.
All right, let's go.
Get on the road now.
Good, sir. Really good, sir.
How you feeling now? It's almost all over.
Well, not quite over yet, sir, but feeling like I can conquer the world.
It's not over till it's over, you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have to see the mission through, you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Pack the money now.
Yes, sir.
Pack the money, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Increase hard,
3 short months.
as long as it has seen.
As long as it has seen.
I finally had earned it.
I finally had earned it.
The title of Marine.
The title of Marine.
A low ride, hey,
Low ride, lay-o.
In the past 3 days, your drill instructors have subjected you to the final test of recruit training. Every generation of Marine wonders if the next generation of Marines can be entrusted with our nation's security. Old breed, new breed. It doesn't matter, as long as it's the Marine breed. You should remember this day with pride, for you have accomplished what few dare to try. You have earned the title, Marine. May God keep you in the palm of his hands. Fall back in now.
You came a long way, White. You have a lot further to go. Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations on being Sergeant.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, Sergeant.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Hey, sir. Good sir. Good morning, Sergeant.
It doesn't feel like it's real, it feels like a dream. But I can physically feel it and know that it is not a dream, it is the real thing. It's a great honor to hold this in my hand and know that I earned this. And it is mine and no one else can take it from me.
Hey, man! Face up, face up, face up! Weapons down, high, Sergeant!
41! 42! 43! Oh, 44! Good morning, ladies, good morning, gentlemen! The Colonel has 44 weapons of mass destruction!
Elbow!
Future Marines endure all kinds of specific training. Here are a few examples of the most intense challenges recruits face during boot camp. These Marine recruits are being exposed to CS gas, more commonly known as tear gas, to experience its effects and to know how to properly use a gas mask.
Gas chamber is important because it builds confidence. Confidence in the gear, confidence in the drill instructors, and then confidence in themselves.
Here at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island, South Carolina, this gas chamber is used to train recruits in CBRN defense. CBRN stands for chemical, biological, radioactive, or nuclear.
Gas, gas, gas!
Before entering the chamber, recruits are briefed on the components of the gas mask, how to properly put it on, and how to clear it.
Get shoulder, shoulder!
We were not allowed to film inside the gas chamber.
Say something to me now!
But the Recruit Depot provided this footage of what it's really like inside. Once inside, the instructor burns CS tablets, which creates the gas. Its effects are quickly felt. Recruits use their fingers to break the seal of the mask, letting the gas seep in.
You feel like the air is attacking you, but if you know how to just kind of take yourself into that moment, relax, and apply everything that the instructors have been telling you, it's not too bad.
The recruits do a variety of physical exercises to get a better feel for how the mask works during exposure. After around 5 minutes, the recruits run out of the gas chamber. But the painful effects of the gas can last for 10 to 20 more minutes. The effects can include intense burning felt in the eyes, throat, and on the skin, as well as a profuse discharge of mucus.
Definitely, you thank God for fresh air. It's really nice to be able to breathe in and not feel an instant burning sensation.
The recruits then wash their masks in barrels of water.
Feels like those few minutes felt like an hour. You come outside, you feel that fresh breeze, and you're like, wow. You just kind of recollect on what you just went through, and you're just trying to catch your breath for the most part.
It really forces them to start building confidence in themselves and in the gear and in everything that they've been instructed to do while being in the gas chamber. You can definitely see the type of confidence that they have after that.
Slipping, please. Please help. I don't want to do this. I don't. No, I'm not. Please.
I'm trying to help you, son.
I don't want to go down.
These Marine recruits are training on the Rappel Tower at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island, South Carolina. According to the depot, the Rappel Tower is a training event designed to instill confidence and introduce recruits to environments they may encounter while serving in the Corps. Rappel Tower happens on day 25 of boot camp, a particularly busy day where recruits also train in the dreaded gas chamber. Hundreds of recruits wait their turn to scale the stairs of Holberton Tower, which stands around 47 feet tall.
You're gonna go from the front to the back.
First, instructors brief the recruits on their safety equipment, which consists of a helmet, gloves, and a safety harness. Recruits learn 2 different types of rappelling techniques, the first of which is known as fast roping, where the recruit quickly descends using a thick rope.
As Marines, we use fast roping techniques to get as many troops into the fight off of a helicopter as fast as possible.
The second technique is known as static rappel, where recruits utilize the tower's wooden face to perform a controlled descent.
For static rappel, you'll utilize the rappelling on cliff sides to get into a building in the most expeditious manner.
Grab below my right hand with your right hand. That is your brake hand. Put it lower center of your back.
Recruits learn how to use their hands to perform different functions while rappelling. The left hand holds the rope in front and is known as the guide hand. The right hand is known as the brake hand.
Shoot your arm out and go down the top.
When the recruit is told to shoot out their brake hand, gravity quickly takes effect.
For me, the Rappel Tower was hard because I sort of had a fear of heights. You have to trust the rope. And I mean, all the gear here on the island is 100% safe, so there's nothing to be worried about. You'll be safe all the time.
Since safety is so important, the line can move slowly, resulting in a long wait for recruits on the ground level. But the drill instructors find ways to keep them occupied,
E5! Sir! E5 and recruit!
including testing them on basic recruit knowledge.
Serious?
This recruit, please help.
But for some recruits, the long wait creates anxiety.
I'm slipping, please. Please help. I don't want to do this. I don't. No, I'm not. Please. I don't want to go down.
At Parris Island, fear is not an option, and those with a fear of heights have no choice but to conquer it. These Marine Corps recruits are fighting with Pugil sticks, used to simulate hand-to-hand combat with bayonets.
You suck. Strap and go to penalty box now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Run away.
Here at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island, South Carolina, recruits train with real bayonets, comprised of a blade mounted on the barrel of an M16 rifle.
A bayonet's used in close combat situations with the enemy if they're too close for you to actually fire, or you have to engage them quick, or you actually run out of ammunition.
Wrinkle. Take it out. Yeah!
Pugil sticks is a way for them to implement those techniques that they learned for bayonet without actual causing like permanent damage to the opponent.
Before they suit up to fight, a martial arts instructor briefs the recruits on the objectives of the training.
First thing we want to see is that straight thrust, you understand?
Yes, sir. Here in the Marine Corps, we have a kind of a little ditty that means red is dead. So that red side is supposed to emulate the actual knife portion of the actual bayonet. If you cut somebody or stab someone with that side on the actual bayonet, 9 times out of 10 are either going to be incapacitated or laid to rest.
Next 2 fighters, Jaime Walker, get on the brick.
Before the recruits match up, 2 instructors provide an example. Recruits are separated by weight class.
I'm gonna call out weights. When I call your weight, you're gonna get in one formation, 225 and above. Run right now. 195.
Put it on. Aye, sir.
Along with mouth guards, recruits wear helmets, protective gloves, and padding for the upper and lower body.
The Pugil stick is just comprised of either a wood or a plastic log that's about 5 to 6 feet long, and it has a padding on either end of the Pugil stick as well as in the center. It's just a big Q-tip, if you will. The objective is actually to get well-aimed, purposeful shots in on the opponent. We usually try to blow the whistle after a killing blow, which is identified by that red side striking the opponent. You get that killing blow, you win the bout.
Each contest has a winner and a loser.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Run away.
While the winner is praised, the loser must pay an additional price, which drill instructors describe as going to the penalty box.
Open up your mouth.
That's just basically a series of planking positions that they will hold for no longer than 30 seconds.
We'll stay here all day. Little screaming.
There's nothing wrong with a little extra PT to strengthen your core, whatever the case may be, remotivate them, get them back to where they need to be.
Although each fight starts on the bridge, it doesn't always end there.
Not every fight is going to be on flat or level ground. You could be on a slope, you could be on a hill, you could be in water. So if they're only used to fighting on level playing field and not have to worry about levels, then they're going to be used to that. You only build those good habits if you actually do it. The takeaway that I really want them to get is just be prepared in any situation. Just because it's an M16 or a gun doesn't mean that the only way you can take your enemy out is by firing a round. It's probably one of the highlights of recruit training for them. They're out there, they're actually doing what they feel like they signed up to do, which is learn how to combat the enemy.
These recruits are 36 hours away from officially becoming United States Marines. But to get there, they have to fight each other first.
Break his ribs!
Using hand-to-hand combat in an event called the Battle of Belleau Wood.
You get nosebleeds a lot? No, sir.
It's just one of several tests recruits complete during their final challenge of boot camp, a 54-hour gauntlet called the Crucible.
At some point, you need to engage the enemy. At some point, you are going to be face-to-face with somebody through all these conditions, and you're still going to have to be aggressive enough to win.
During boot camp, Marine Corps recruits learn 17 different fighting styles, from Taekwondo to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as part of the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program, or MCMAP.
So strike harder!
Recruits learn techniques like hammer fists and all of that comes to a head during the Battle of Belleau Wood, where they go toe-to-toe with their fellow recruits.
Everything that takes place during the Crucible is considered a tactical evolution. When you break down the subcontext of what they're doing, they're either fighting for their lives or they're fighting to subdue someone else.
One recruit has a considerable advantage.
My name is Montserrat Carmona Correa from Dallas, Texas.
Recruit Carmona Correa entered boot camp with the unique experience of a semi-pro boxing career.
I have heard she has a wicked hook when it comes to sparring.
I started when I was 15. My record's 13 fights, 11 wins, 2 losses. Out of the 11 wins, I have 2 knockouts. I'm trying to go to the Olympics and then eventually turn pro.
According to Carmona Correa, her training emphasizes body shots, uppercuts, and hooks.
Do you feel like you have an unfair advantage over your fellow recruits?
Yes, I take it more like playing around.
Are you afraid you're gonna hurt somebody?
Yes, sir.
Recruits face off in a structure known as the octagon.
They'll have headgear, they'll have gloves, and they'll also be wearing like a flak jacket.
I want to see some vicious and some intensity, do you understand? I want to see some mouthpiece flying across the freaking octagon, do we understand? Come back with some broken gear to my boss, scream my sir. Get me in trouble because you broke my gear.
I think it's meant to kind of get them prepared for any aspects of combat. You could be fighting an enemy that you don't really know anything about. Although they know each other and they're in a platoon together, there are still a lot of things they don't know about each other, their capabilities. I think this is a way to just kind of keep them on their toes and keep them cognizant of their actions or the other person's actions.
The drill instructors, they always tell me to go hard and to keep clinching.
Although recruits wear headgear, punches to the head are strictly prohibited.
Body shots. Body shots.
If I take a shot at your head, you might get a concussion, you might get knocked out, especially because I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, so I'm much more susceptible to injuries.
Occasional accidents occur.
You get nosebleeds a lot? No, sir.
Medics stand by in case of injuries.
All right, now I gotta throw all this gear away.
Finally, it's Carmona Correa's turn to enter the octagon.
Body shot! Body shot! Body shot! Body shot! Body! Yes! Body! Body!
Recruits spar for about 60 seconds.
Get her! Get her! Get her now! Get her! Keep doing it! Get her! Yes! Body shot! Yes! Yes!
You're going to get stay dressed.
Carmona Correa, the winner, exits through a hatch labeled Devil Dogs.
Waiter, get out, please get out.
While the loser is sent to the penalty box.
Front play. Get your butt down. Face into the front. You get down.
I'm out.
Front play. You get down.
I'm out.
Your hands are shoulder width apart.
I'm out.
Your head is to the front.
I'm out. Get up, go away.
If the recruits aren't making a strong enough effort, they're both declared losers.
Take us in.
You both lose, get out.
Strike! 30! Strike!
I think about who wants it more, who is willing to mentally push themselves and their bodies out of their comfort zone to accomplish a mission. And I think pushing through all that adversity to accomplish that is a perfect venue for those martial arts skills.
Having successfully completed the Battle of Belleau Wood, these recruits are now ready to conquer the remainder of the Crucible and become United States Marines. More than 30,000 enlisted Marines graduate from boot camp each year. In San Diego, we met one recruit with a truly extraordinary story. These recruits just made it through Marine Corps boot camp. After 13 weeks of basic training in Southern California, they're receiving their Eagle Globe and Anchor pendants, symbolizing their transformation from recruits to Marines. While we were filming these new Marines,
Good morning, Staff Sergeant.
one stood out. Ralph Lance M. DeHelig, a 24-year-old man from the Philippines who immigrated to the U.S. during the COVID-19 pandemic. At 5'4", DeHelig is far from what you might think of when you think United States Marine. For context, here's a picture of DeHelig and me, and I'm only about 6'1".
My name is Ralph Lance M. DeHelig.
But what do they call you here?
Warbag, sir.
What do they call you?
Warbag.
Warbag.
Warbag!
Warbag! Use your brain, Warbag.
Go Warbag.
Warbag! Warbag! Get up, Warbag!
Why do you call him that?
We have a bag that's used for PT and for class, so we call that recruit, like the shortest recruit, war bag, because they're the one responsible for that bag.
In April of 2024, we followed Warbag and his fellow recruits from Alpha Company at Camp Pendleton, just north of San Diego, during the Crucible, the 54-hour culminating event of boot camp.
This recruit can't reach, ma'am.
Because you can't reach, Marines are gonna die.
Despite his size, the diminutive DeHelig survived boot camp. And today, he is a United States Marine.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
How's it going?
It's been good.
I caught up with DeHelig about 7 months after he graduated from boot camp. He's now stationed in Japan.
You got a lot more hair since the last time I saw you.
Oh yeah. Just I really miss my hair.
You got good flow.
Thank you.
Growing up, did you always feel like you were on the smaller side?
Yes, but to be honest, I was like insecure about like height and stuff. But as time passed by, I learned to accept like I cannot change that. Being small doesn't mean like you can't be a Marine.
Yes, sir.
The Marine Corps' minimum height requirement for men is 4 feet 10 inches.
With your recruiter, once you actually started that process, did your height ever come into the conversation at all?
To be honest, it was the first question I asked them. Like, is my height good enough for you guys? And they told me like I was fine as long as you can do a pull-up.
You need to find a rhythm.
It's like everything we do is for a reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Imagine that. Let's go.
Come on.
Warbag, execute.
Aye, sir.
Hurry up.
Aye, sir.
Warbag!
Aye,
No, go over here, go down. Warbag, what?
Warbag.
What the?
You don't
Get to the second log.
Aye, sir.
Do it again.
Aye, sir.
Use your momentum as you swing down from this one.
Aye, sir.
What are you doing? At least get to the third log.
Aye, sir.
Low profile. Put this arm underneath. Oh my.
Aye, sir.
Warbag!
Aye, sir.
Go over there with freaking the leg.
Aye, sir.
Everything in the Crucible, whatever event you may not be able to finish, there's a consequence. So if they're not able to execute the Weaver, they go out to the side and we do something that's called fireman's carry. It's where you take a buddy and you put them over your shoulders and then you carry them from one point to another.
Go Warbag! Go Warbag! Go!
What do your parents think about your choice to join the Marine Corps?
First, they were like afraid of me joining the military. I told them that I didn't want to do this and I didn't want to prove it to them that I'm able to do it, sir.
What were some of the reasons that they didn't want you to go? What were they like worried about?
They were trying to like convince me that it was too hard. Then I did some research on the internet and I was like, oh, Marine Corps, it says the hardest like boot camp and the longest one. And I was like, I need to try it first before like give up. But I didn't give up. Like I just like pushed myself.
Yes, sir.
When DeHelig enlisted, he was classified as a lawful permanent resident, a status that allows people to join the military and puts them on an expedited path to becoming U.S. citizens. Under U.S. military policy, once eligible recruits complete their training, they gain citizenship. This was the case for about 1.5% of the nearly 11,000 Marines who graduated from the San Diego boot camp in 2024. Since 2020, more U.S. military members from the Philippines have attained citizenship by serving than from any other country.
I was born in the Philippines in like 1999. I lived there and studied there until like elementary. Then I migrated to Italy with my dad and my mom. I went back to the Philippines and go to high school. After going through high school, I attended like Bachelor's of Science in Information Systems. I studied like programming, web development. My mom was a nurse. They needed nurses for COVID. She was able to convince me to come to the US. I wasn't able to like find like a decent job. At first, I was struggling since I really don't have like connections here. If you wanted to join a high-end company like Amazon, like Apple, Google, you need to go through like a process, a lot of internships. I was able to get 2 internships, but it's not paid. I need to have like a stable income. That's when I decided to like find a military job, like Marine Corps.
Okay, stand up.
Aye, sir.
Sometime today, stop touching the red.
Aye, sir.
It's walking through it, the only way to get across. Yes, the healing. What's the place so you take it to the other side? You selfish thing. You just want to go over there with nothing. You're providing nothing.
This recruit can't reach, ma'am.
Because you can't reach, Marines are gonna die.
Aye, ma'am.
War bag.
Aye, sir.
Use your freaking war belt. So your arms are too short, right?
Yes, sir.
Maybe you should use your belt, put it around the freaking thing, that way you can hold it.
Aye, sir. Yes, sir.
Use your brain.
Aye, sir.
Try it, see what happens. Sometimes we just give them, like, throw them a bone, try to help them out a little bit, think outside the box, try to get them to think like a Marine. If you have someone who is short like him, like, you still need to accomplish the mission no matter what.
Use your brain, Warback.
Yes, ma'am. As the day passed by, this recruit sees that he's improving and he's gaining more strength, and like he can do the stuff that other recruits can do, sir.
Back in boot camp, we were told to like present ourselves like in third person, so we weren't able to like talk with I. Like after becoming a Marine, we were allowed to like use the word I.
Let's go! Get him! No one said stop!
It's the Pugil sticks where recruits fight with each other.
Are you looking forward to this?
Yes, sir.
Let's go! Reset.
There's no beef with each other. I mean, there's some bickering. I mean, a lot of times. It's really nothing personal, sir.
I did get my ass beaten though. I was like on the floor most of the times. I can remember it real well.
Yes, sir! 1, 2, 3.
So Dale, he's a good recruit. Mind your business. You know, I see a little bit of myself in him sometimes.
Why do you say that?
Because he's very enthusiastic. When I was a young recruit, I was very enthusiastic. I was never really down about it. Like, I wanted this. And it seems like he wants this. And that's what's important.
All of you on your gear, ready, move.
Aye, sir.
Run.
This was the final day of the Crucible. The recruits had to overcome one more obstacle, climbing a steep hill known as the Reaper.
I think for every challenges, like every sacrifices that we made during boot camp, it's just like collected in one spot, thinking about like our families, our sacrifices, like the things we did at that point. It's just like emotionally draining.
F35 Combat Zone!
zone. If I die in combat zone. Box me up and send me home. Box me up and send me home.
There was just one thing left for Warbag and his fellow recruits before they became Marines, receiving their Eagle Globe and Anchor pendants.
Pretty much every single Marine there has tears streaming down their face. What is it about that moment? What did you feel in that moment?
It was really emotional for us. Like, it was a really happy moment.
Congratulations. Those are part, right? Yes, sir.
We became like a family in a sense. We've been together like for 3 months, and I was so proud of that moment.
And to keep our honor clean, we are proud to claim the title of United States Marine.
What was that like to be back with your family?
It was a very proud moment in my life. I was like showing off to, specifically to my sister, since I want to show her, like, look at me, I can do that too.
Dahelig is now stationed in Okinawa, Japan, where he works as a utility systems technician.
I'm having fun here. So I have like 2 roommates right now. We've been in boot camp. Like, Brown, come here.
Wait, hold on, get your pants on.
You and Ralph are roommates?
Yes, sir.
How is Ralph as a roommate?
I love this man. He is a pleasure to have him as a roommate. Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better roommate.